That wasn't something I had a lot of.
But that was for the grown-ups. Students, wasn't a child's thing.
Yeah.
It was more for
as a kid, them never really give us that.
Yeah, not so much. I feel like this was like elderly candy.
For sure.
Children like this?
It's like the Jamaican version of like bobbing for apples, candy apples.
Oh,
so they have like the apple and then have the caramel on it. That's the Jamaican version. In Auntie, they call this the Dukana.
Dukana.
You know it that way there?
Dukana.
This is Dukana.
What's in it?
And I see anything in a feel one?
Blue drop.
Coconut.
Yes.
Sweet potato.
Yes.
I never like it with too much flour. The moment you put in too much flour, I feel like you try to stretch it too much. I mean, I get the real thing. So a little bit of flour.
Little bit.
Nutmeg and them thing there. And I know a lot of people going to fight me, but I like it with the raisins.
And that thing?
Well, you couldn't find so much banana leaf for this.
Banana leaf.
So, foil. You boil it in the foil.
But the banana leaf.
With the banana leaf, the classic. The classic vibe. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Barbie, you can tell me what this is.
Asham.
Asham.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No? Why would anybody like Asham?
What do you mean why you don't like it?
And it dry. How much time in my life I choke Asham
Asham really and truly should not be sold to children, and I'm not so sure how it works.
It's not a
It's
children's
one of the most dangerous snacks in the world.
What is Asham? I have no clue.
I have no idea what Asham is.
Yeah, that's before my time. That would miss me by a year.
But what is Asham though?
Asham is a corn-based dessert made by shelling dry corn, parching it in a hot pot, then pounding it in a wooden mortar and sifting it until it's similar to sand.
So I'm just gonna walk around and eat dry up corn? Whoa! To trick you.
Trick you?
Yeah, because you know it's powdery like Milo, right? So you think you can just eat it like Milo, but then it's dry. Parched corn and sugar. We tried to do it one time with regular corn for popcorn.
You tried to crush up popcorn?
Me and my sibling, we were trying to make Asham, and we used the popcorn thing and try. We mash and with brown sugar. Needless to say, it didn't quite work.
I tried it, you know. Me did choke, but me tried.
You choke.
It have a vibe. It dry.
Yes. Look at Asham, nice little.
Yeah, when you're not choking to death.
If you're having an issue with like too much salivation, this will fix you.
I bet.
It will dry you right out.
Yes, I bet.
But it have a vibe.
I don't know, it dry.
When you eat it, you can't breathe. Don't inhale if you're like when you do so. If you inhale, automatically choke start.
That's the trick.
Somebody I was very close friends with had Asham. I think that, when you take a breath with Asham, it doesn't work for you. If you're going to that. And all of us were just watching her like choking, and after that I just never had any after that.
We used to have a game.
Terrified of it.
We'd eat it and race, and you have to eat it whoever can eat it the fastest, swallow and whistle. And if you do it fast and whistle first before anybody else, then they have to buy you the next Asham. You never do that in prep school? My skillful Asham eating days was my St. Richard's career. Yeah, I used to get bullied for Asham because we used to eat fast and just and then you were
the Asham speed eating queen.
Yes.
I think you should put that as your on
my resume, right? A skill set. I think so.
That is quite a skill.
If you need a fast Asham eater, call me.
Why people sell it? You're supposed to just give that for free. That's the feeling about Asham. Just say have some.
I'm sure that if Asham sell now, it would have like some kind of warning on the label, like
probably
warning: don't eat with while operating heavy machinery. You know what I mean?
What is this? Buster.
Buster.
Feel like school time because I'm going to hit the table to get it right before you.
Buster.
Oh my Buster backbone. Haha. You did eat Buster?
Buster, no, let me tell you. Buster did have to grow on me. I don't know why. Back in the day,
you're not normal. Like a picnic love Buster.
I tell you now,
I'm backbone, but it was tougher then. Now it's too
soft. That's the thing. That is my problem. Back in my day, Lord, that sounds terribly, man. But back in my day, the Buster was too tough, man. It was too much work to get to the sweet part, man.
Buster backbone,
I couldn't manage it.
Your back corner, the mouth, and your foot. Was I a big fan of Buster? I can't even remember. I just remember chewing a lot. It was very
gummy.
Yeah.
What did it taste like?
It was basically just sugar and trash.
Sugar and trash.
Sugar and coconut trash. It was like coconut trash and molasses. So
there you go. Yeah.
If
I want a sweetie, I want it now. Put some amount, chew it up. Good.
It's to taste it now and savor it later because I have to work on it.
I'm not working for my candy. I'm not working for my candy.
No man, Bustamante
no.
was nice. I loved it then and I love it now. But now it's a little softer than back then. I prefer when it was tough. Yeah.
Well, it look like a candy that's just wrapped badly. Like a mother wrapping.
Because it is. This was supposed to be a candy.
Yeah.
Right? But it's really tough.
Yeah.
And it takes long to
I tasted it, but I never saw it in that wrap. Never ever saw it in that wrap.
Come in that wrap.
If they sold me in that wrap, I probably wouldn't buy it today, no.
It has a nice flavor. I like it now.
Yeah, it's coconut, molasses, ginger.
I like it now. Back in the day.
What's the correct name for Worcester? I knew it as Buster, but it was also known as Bustamante Staggerback, put it that way.
Bustamante Staggerback?
No, Staggerback or Bustamante Backbone. That was it.
Nobody calls it that. Nobody calls
No
it
one
that.
calls it that.
Bustamante probably called it that.
So we have to keep on remembering that our producer was way before our time.
This is true.
So maybe when she was going to school, they called it that. But as the years passed, they had to shorten it to Buster.
Buster.
Yeah, that's where it got the nickname Buster.
Okay.
Right. So the Bustamante Backbone. Too much words to say, so we just cut that off.
I call it the Buster.
Call it the Buster.
All right.
Jacksons and Friends present Divine Intercept, Good Friday, March 29 at the Portmore Heart Academy and Easter Monday, April 1 at the Merle Grove High School at 6 p.m. Divine Intercept is a dramatic depiction of love, tragedy, suspense, and yes, God's goodness, a must-attend event.
I know this one. This was still is my mom's favorite candy. You know what this one is? I know this one. Well, no, it is.
My guess honestly is a donut, but I know it's wrong.
A hint, Naomi Cohen has a song by this name.
You never put up a fight, no. Paradise Plum.
Ooh, Paradise
Oh, you know, that's my childhood right there.
Shanaka should have known.
No.
I just want to know.
Why?
Shanaka should have known.
Why?
You're a fan.
Because but when I think of Paradise Plum, I think of an actual plum. I didn't know there was a candy called Paradise Plum. Yeah.
This one is
Not my fault.
I'm a fan, Naomi.
Of the candy?
Or both. You can like two things at the same time. It's fine.
You didn't even know what it was.
Yeah, but now that I know, I'm a fan.
Okay.
Yeah. People love to change their minds.
Okay.
Shanaka.
You know Naomi Cohen song now, Paradise Plum. Paradise Plum. And when you see the colors, like, the pastel colors, it just transports you back in time and that childhood innocence and fun.
The outside it has the sweet and then on the inside it has this little like powder thing that fizzles on your tongue and it's nice, so you eat it to get to the middle.
I've never, thank God you're here, Barbie. I've never experienced that.
That was so nice. And you could it was like you could taste the paradise.
Of course. They still make Paradise Plum. It's just that the Paradise Plum, it doesn't always have the center. So they still make it.
They
so now
out
it's
the
more
paradise.
candy. Yeah, they take out the paradise out of the plum. It's mostly just the plum.
You know, we used to actually use it as currency in my family. Like if you wanted to bribe somebody to do like a chore or something, you could exchange Paradise Plum.
Paradise Plum, once you get in, I'll give that up. Bribe or
No, if you're doing the right thing, if I'm going to do your chores for a week, yeah, give me a Paradise Plum.
No, we were strictly money. We don't trade food and candy for chores. Money, because you get money for your chores, you get pocket money. So give me your money. If I'm doing dishes for you or spread the bed for you or whatever, give me the money what you are get. So me, I forget the money.
I didn't have any money to trade, my love.
We would get a little allowance.
Sweetie, we did a deal with my time, you know?
I used to love this sweetie so much. And
Look at your face.
Yes, and then I found out it was my mommy's favorite too. I love Paradise Plum. Is that an onion?
No, stop. What?
What is that? What? That's sock.
No, man.
That is sock.
That's an onion. Look at it. That's an onion.
No.
Oh.
There are bags of juice.
First of all, this is a horrible photo. This is horrible. I couldn't even see the plastic.
So it's
yes, that's
sock.
sock.
AKA, no, I don't think this is what they call stiff breast.
No.
No. The Cypress was more bougie one.
More voluptuous.
Yeah.
I grew up in Antigua, we call it ice pop.
That's not ice pop.
But we call it coolings as well in Jamaica. We call it so.
Let me tell you something now. You see, if you leave school and you have one of them here, you're not saying naughty.
Well,
Sock.
I was a little stoosh. I never liked sock. I liked King Kong, Kiska Pop or King Kong. You didn't know about.
You were one of those.
Yes.
Give me my sock, good to go. One of those.
Sock did too small, man. King Kong with the little straw on the side, and you pull it out, and then with the big band you have to
We were kids. What kind of too small you talking about? It was perfect kid size.
No, King Kong.
You used to make these?
I used to make them. Simple thing. I used to bite off the corner piece.
Yeah.
Gets to work. This is just Kool-Aid, Tang, or any one of those other
Grape juice or anything.
and they mix that. That's why you freeze that.
Now that you think about it, you know, it's literally sugar and water. Them did really just put in a one bag. Wickedness in it. You really think about it, but back then you couldn't talk to me.
They were good. And then the good thing is like you just throw them in the freezer. You can make whatever flavor you want. And, yeah.
Summertime, mommy couldn't bother feeding every minute. So she said, you know what? Got big jug of Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid? Here's some syrup and water.
Freeze it and
put it in the freezer. Yeah.
It was good.
Them still have them?
Kisco?
No, not
Bag juice?
Kiscos. They still have Kiscos. Not that. I'm talking about sock. Proper bag juice
I love
vibes.
bag juice, but now it's branded, so they're like square and it has branding on it. They don't look like that anymore.
I remember I used to could spend $10 on a bag juice. It's flipping on $10 again with $10 bill. Bam, bag juice.
But I paid $10 for my juice.
That's
and
impossible.
we were not in the
That's
same.
impossible.
My time was 2 cents with the little silver, the bust up, the octagonal shape, 1 cent, and it had the Aki on it. You don't know them Jamaican coins there? Am I that much older, man? Yeah.
I think I remember that.
Yes, it had 1 cent, so it was 2 cents.
I got one of those for 25 cents. We call it quart.
25 cents?
25 cents. And then it raised 50 cents.
So
I don't know if it...
How much do you think that would be now?
Where? Here?
Or one of those?
$1.50.
$150?
No.
US?
Sorry, I quote in Antigua, I quote in Eastern Caribbean figures.
Today
in Jamaica, how much would this cost in Jamaica today? $30.
Jamaica?
Yeah, like a bag juice price.
No, some I sell it for $50 uptown.
I think a bag juice was about 50 cents back in my like prep school days, and it may be raised to like $1. And them day it was $1 bill. Don't get there is no dollar coin them times there, okay?
School days, I think like 2 cents.
You walk up to your person with your dollar bill, you're rich, you know, sweetie, bubble gum, bag juice, all them things like with a guy, you know.
I was on Twitter the other day and somebody said she pay must be $80 for a bag juice.
No.
And I said it's must scam. Insert tweet here.
$80 for bag juice?
Whoa.
80 Jamaican dollars?
That's crazy.
As in you give them $100, you get $20 change?
That's crazy.
Madness.
No.
She must went to the person and say, how much for your plastic
Juice
beverage?
Juice.
She must something.
He just threw out the price. He just threw out the price.
Oh man. Chippies.
Chippy. So just hold tight to a bag full of chippies. I say that? Yeah.
Cut up the roof of your mouth. But it's Chippies.
Can't find it anywhere in store. But it's Chippies.
Better than because it's Chippies. You don't agree? I will say that with my chest.
Listen, every day, all day. Every day, all day, Chippies.
There's this whole thing with Chippies where like the demand is always exceeding the supply. It is when you see Chippies, you need to go buy Chippies because very unlikely that you're gonna see Chippies again anytime soon. So there was this big thing on social media to where we would go out and if anybody saw Chippies in like a store, they'd take a picture and be like, spotted, we found the Chippies, the last remaining bag. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, so buy Chippies because you never know.
You don't hear somebody say, oh, you know, so I just say some Chippies up at this.
Them restock with the banana chips. No, I don't know how good enough have it though, you know, when things are just available. Options just out there like that. No man. Even though Chippies was like so good, it never used to cut up your mouth.
Of course, kind of, it's sharp, you know, like a chuk chuk chuk. Well, maybe that's why I named Chippies.
Chip up your
Sorry.
notes.
No.
Brilliant.
A joke. No, but
Chippies, is that why you did that?
was the boss though. Chippies was hot. It was salty.
But they were cut up so fine. I mean, they were cut up so fine. Like they used to cut up a mouth and all.
It was a risk you had to take.
Worth it.
It's worth it.
Worth every cut on the roof of my mouth. Bring on the banana chips.
Right? Do you know what topic though?
What's that?
And this might be like debatable. Okay. Nicest banana chips.
Nicest banana chips was top tier. Top tier.
It's in the name. It's nice.
It did nice. Yeah, must be nice.
Out of the three though.
You know, I'm gonna give it to Chippies.
You're gonna give it
I'm definitely gonna give it to Chippies. It deserves it. It deserves it. It definitely deserves it.
In need of a loan? AIM Financial is the place to go. We have loans from $20,000 to $3.3 million. Get a loan to pay school or college tuition, medical expenses, bills, fix up your house, buy furniture and appliances, repair or buy a car. And when you're done, take a vacation loan. AIM has a loan for any purpose. Call AIM today. You won't find a better deal elsewhere. Guaranteed.
Cheese ball snacks are always good.
So you like cheesy balls?
I like cheese ball snacks.
Okay, cool.
They're always good. No matter who makes them, it's always going to be a good snack.
Yeah.
You don't like cheese snacks?
No, never had them. I'm not trying to. I don't mess with the cheese.
Oh.
Yeah. So no cheese tricks.
Just tummy sensitive, guys.
Cheese tricks was the main one that really
That's
was
like
everybody.
a very little bag.
Yeah.
That's so good. Listen, I don't know why, but it tastes better than like
So
the rest
right
of cheese snacks.
I don't love cheese snacks, but I did make a compromise for Bigfoot. Bigfoot.
I know they came out with spicy Bigfoot.
Spicy Bigfoot.
They're in
Yo.
Listen.
As an adult.
And it's still cheap.
As an adult, we know better than to indulge in the cheese snacks.
I am an adult by age.
Not by
Not my stomach.
Cheese tricks is like the quintessential kid meal. If your cheese trick, if there's no cheese tricks in a lunch kit for a week,
something wrong.
Your parents really love you? I don't know, cause you're not a cheese tricks. I'm sorry. I'm joking.
But now they
your
have
parents love your kids no matter what they give you. They love you. No, cheese tricks has evolved.
And it has all uncle, auntie, cousin, sister.
Yeah, man. It evolved like cell phones. Like,
yes, man. You
now
have
they're in shapes.
Different shapes
They
and
have
sizes, formats.
Yeah.
Cheese tricks. Like nothing like that. I mean, nowadays we have so many different versions. But you remember the original? Even Chippies had the cheese tricks. In a little plastic bag.
Chippies cheese tricks.
You remember that?
That's true.
Yes.
But I remember the onion. You remember the onion bits?
I do, but I never like that. I never like onions.
So disgusting, but so good. I don't know how to explain it. I would be eating something like, oh, why am I eating this? But I'm eating it.
Because I knew what onion was in the kitchen. I never like onions. I'm like, how could onion be a snack? I don't want it. No thanks. I wasn't even interested in trying it. And then I did one time and I'm like, no, I really don't want it.
Onion bits is bad. But
cheese tricks are the boss.
You new kids don't know what going on. Onion bits, Chippies cheese tricks. Yeah, man.
That was it.
That was the original. Shot.
I had tigers. I still have tigers to this day. I have a love-hate relationship with it now because for some reason it's not as fresh as I remember it to be. No matter where I buy it, it don't have that. You know that.
What is it? What is that?
But it was so good. I used to like put them on my finger.
So there was like a method to the madness.
Yeah, because it's tigers. It's raw.
Tigers. It's raw. I don't know the name, but I do know.
They call them Red Ball.
Red Ball. Yeah.
That was the actual name, or did they have an actual name? Ballers.
Yeah, man.
That was so gross.
What? They were so nice.
I don't know how persons like
They were
it.
sweet. They were sweet.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And they crumbled in your mouth. I know this, you know. You know that one here. But I never too like it. I just feel like anything will come in a bag for savory, and this is sweet. It is sweet. It's like
the red cheese tricks.
Red cheese tricks.
Red cheese tricks is modern. Them never have that in my day. Cheese tricks back then was orange. I don't know where they come from with this red thing.
I know red cheese strips.
Yeah,
And,
like food coloring number 5.
I was a fan of the orange ones, for real. I never really liked these.
My snack would have had to be savory. I feel like sweetie should be sweetie.
Yes.
Don't put the sweetie in this big bag. That's how I felt about it. But people loved it.
Maybe it should be cereal.
There's something about the red and cheese strips that just didn't sit well with my spirit.
There's no red cheese.
Exactly.
Cheese is orange.
Yeah. Didn't eat it that much. Didn't eat it that much.
Sorry to the persons who make it.
Oh, but pick up yourself if you currently produce and sell it. You know, I hope your business does well. Bun and cheese! Bun and cheese.
Yes.
That's not an old time snack. That's like no.
I know.
That's like forever. That never goes away.
When you want your Easter bun, make sure it's HTB. It's hard to beat because HTB got the quality bun. And then there's like a ping at the end.
And then it's paired with
Taste this cheese in the right rating. You're national. Give me the rich Jamaican tasty cheese. Things like that Woodies.
Can you imagine being a part of a culture that celebrated tin cheese?
Can you imagine trying to like explain the concept of bun and cheese to persons that don't know about the culture and don't know bun and cheese?
Impossible.
You'd be like, oh, it's like sweet bread, sticky,
with raisins in it.
sometimes with raisins, and then we pair that
with
cheese.
With extremely highly processed cheese from a tin can. I like that they're slicing the cheese in the supermarket now, because when you had to do that for yourself, it's a war. It's like the cheese say, you have to earn me today. If you want to eat bun and cheese, you have to earn this. And the cheese, the tin fight you.
Come out
That's what would happen.
I'll find the formula for opening the cheese this year.
Knife.
I found the formula.
What's the formula?
So apparently, you cut the top off, then the bottom.
Whoa. One step back. How do you cut the top off?
With the
The chicken, not sold in stores. Okay, so you get the can open up, drop it on the side.
Drop it on it, I got cut that part, right? Get a plate, turn it over, cut off the other part, and you push it out. Instead of taking the top off and then trying to get it out.
So when the millennials YouTube how to open
TikTok out there. Prior to that, big up Reed will have the shop at the foot of my lane. Me used to carry go down there and say, Reed, cut this for me.
That's ridiculous. So you better take the knife, drop it in, just do it all the way around.
It's healed now.
And then you, no?
It's healed now, but there is a scar, and I learned my lesson.
She's been to war,
Never
guys.
did it again.
War with the cheese. The bun nice, the bun now go fight you. So the bun over there wait for the longest while. I say, wait cheese them man, you're not getting none, you know I start back. If you start pinch the bun, you know say bun we done, and up to now, you're gonna start eat bun and cheese.
It's 2023, why isn't there an easier way to...
Well now when you go to the grocery store, they actually slice it and like put it in little baggies for you now, so you can buy the little baggy triangle cheese.
And then a peg of cheese.
A peg of cheese. What's the measurement for a peg?
What type of bun do you like though? Not the brand per se, because I know some persons like...
I like the Easter, the fruit bun, like the fruit bun.
That one with the red...
What is that? What is that? Is that a currant? Is that what they call currant?
I think it is.
Yeah. The raisin.
So good. And every time I hear someone say they don't like it, I'm just...
Do you not like happiness? Do you not enjoy things in life? It's weird.
You like the bun with the raisin and them thing in there?
Just plain raisin and currants and fruit and stuff. But none of the orange peel, you know, the green, orange, red color like the Christmas tree bun? No, thank you.
No,
the other plain bun? Nice.
Now you have the round penny buns. More trendy, but you had to slice it back then. If you not slice it, you not get none.
That's true.
Right? They get your bun at you. You slice the penny bun?
The round one?
The round one.
Yeah, you cut it in two. And then slide the cheese in the middle.
Yeah.
Yes. So you still have to cut it.
Bun and cheese is one of my favorites. Absolute favorites.
But to be fair, you can actually just open up the bun and put the cheese down in there. You don't have to slice it.
But what you like? The loaf of bread bun, or you like the circular bun?
Any kind of bun. Once it named bun, but you used to squish it up. And then the cheese and you squish it up.
No.
You never did that?
You have to put the cheese in the bun first, then you squeeze. All of us, you must like to feel like you get more.
Wait, you put the cheese in the bun?
You put the cheese in the bun, and then you can't eat it the same shape it came. It's boring, so you have to start squeeze it, man. Or you flat it. You press it out flat. Also, you feel like you get more. You can share more. Like when you just make
I'm not sharing your bun with you if you
squeeze it up. Oh, if me squeeze it up. No. You want it before.
Yes,
you wouldn't get none. You wouldn't get none. Come here, have to press it out, and then you feel like your friend can get some. Because now it look like more. But if you want it before you press it out, then you can't get none.
I don't want it after I press it out.
I get none.
But that was fun.
It was.
I enjoyed that.
Now I need some snacks. You?
Let me tell you what I need, a bun and cheese.
But yeah.
I mean, the snacks are nice, but give me a bun and cheese.
Yeah, could I take a bun and cheese right now? Maybe a Shirley biscuit with a cup of tea.
What's your favorite snack though?
I think my favorite is definitely bun and cheese. Like, it's likely I'm gonna go leave here and get a bun and cheese right now. What was your favorite?
Chippies.
Just hold tight. It was hard to pick. Because there's so very few.
Pick two.
I'm going to dash with all the rest them. But the bun and cheese for me, it's like the old new. It's like you ask me old new, bun cheese, squeeze.
My favorite was definitely the stewed plum. I didn't know you could cook plum.
So what are your favorite thing you eat here?
Because I want it.
Oh, what kind of stew is this girl? It's your favorite because she needs it.
And because I love plum. And I love stew.
If you know Barbie, get it to her. Get it to her before she have to come for you.
Yes. So that's it for Caribbean lunch, kids.
We're still hungry though.
Yeah, so we're going to leave here and we're going to get something to eat.
Bun and cheese time.
Good morning, risers. Welcome to Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club. I'm Camila McDonald, your personal trainer and lifestyle change coach, and I have truly been enjoying guiding you on your wellness and fitness journey so far. With each workout, we are certainly getting stronger, more toned, and more fit. But I want to ask a question before we continue. Do you think you're getting the most out of your workouts? If you're not spending enough time each week on mobility training, you're probably not reaping the full benefits of the hard work that we do together. The good news is, if you have been following our program, you certainly are. What we've been doing here is gradually increasing our range of motion with mobility exercises each week right here at Sunrise Fitness so that we can improve our flexibility, become more resilient to injury, and be better able to activate the most muscle mass for each exercise. That being said, today's workout is strength, mobility, and conditioning. You will need your mat, a pair of dumbbells, and a sturdy chair. Go grab your equipment, and I'll see you right after the break.
Me grew up and see my granny save her money under her mattress.
Exactly. Your grandmother's house never burned down? No, how you reach this?
That was a one-off thing.
That could have happened to anybody. That's why you must put your money in a financial institution and protect it.
What if the bank crash?
Well, that's where JDIC comes in.
What you mean?
JDIC is a financial safety net which provides coverage for your money in case your financial institution fails.
Explain that to me.
All right. Because of the JDIC deposit insurance scheme, once you put your money into a financial institution like a bank or building society, you can get coverage of up to a maximum of $1.2 million per deposit of your financial institution if it should fail. And for even more information, you can visit their new website at www.jdic.org, and you can follow the social media platforms for the latest information.
JDIC, protecting deposits for you and me.
Welcome back. We are going to jump right into our workout, starting with our warm-up as always. All right, so jog on the spot right here. Deep breaths in through the nose, exhale it out. Another deep breath in. And exhale it out. And just give me some marches right here. That's it. Still breathing in through the nose. Exhale it out. And reach right and left and right and left and right. Big reach. Good. And twist. Right and left. Right and left. Right and left. Right and left. Back to jogging on the spot. That's it. Loosen up, get ready. Wake that body up. That's it. And high kicks, double to backward lunge. And high kick, backward lunge. Very good. Keep the core nice and tight. Up, up, and down. And up, and down. Good job. 2 more here. And down. And up, and down. All right, let's raise all the way up. Toe touches. Down and up, down and up. Let's go. Down and up, down and up. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Good. All right, rotate the hips all the way around now. Very good. And other direction. Excellent. And we're gonna do some hip openers right here. To the right, right, and then left. Step, step. Left, step, step. Right, step, step. Left, step, step. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Very good. All right, rotating the ankles now. Clockwise. Keep that core tight. Excellent. And other direction, anti-clockwise. Very good. And other direction. Clockwise, left leg. And other direction, anti-clockwise. And march in place for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. All right, let's jump right into the workout. All right, so we're gonna start with a right side lunge. So we're gonna step out to the right, sink into our hips right here, and back up. All the way over and up. That's it. Keeping your chest up, keeping your knees behind your toes. That's it. All the way down and up. That's it. Down and up. Sink into those glutes. Down and up. That's it. Down and up. 4 more seconds. 3, give me 1 more. 2 and 1. All right, we're going to go into standing mountain climbers. Low impact first, so you're just raising your knees up, opposite hand to opposite knee. And if you can, you're going to join me for runs right here. All the way up. That's it, that's it. Climb that mountain. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, other side. So step into the left. Back up. Down. Back up. Down. Back up. Sink into those glutes. That's it. Few more seconds here. Up. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, you're gonna grab your dumbbells here, getting them all the way up, and we're walking laterally, right and left, staying low in our squat. Ready, and go. This is an incredible functional training exercise. Come up here, squeeze, down. Very good. Squeeze, down. Squeeze, down. Excellent. Squeeze, down. Stay low. Squeeze, down. Excellent. All right, weights down, and the chair is up next. All right, so you're gonna be sitting on a chair. Gonna extend your arms out. We're stepping on our left leg here. All right, and go. Up and down, that's it. Up and down. Good, nice and strong. Keep your core tight. Arms out. Up and down. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Switch. Up and down. Straight into it. Up and down. Let's go. Up and down. Almost there. Up and down. 4, 3, let's squeeze out 1 more. 2 and 1. Chair to the side. Let's get the dumbbells in front of us. We're gonna go into 4 toe tap drills, 4 jacks, okay? Remember, you can step side to side right here with your jacks if you can't do high impact. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Putting the dumbbells aside. We're going laterally again. Can you sense a theme here? And we're gonna go into bear crawls. So you're gonna go up on your toes, flat back, palms firmly on the floor. And we're gonna walk right and walk left. Ready? Let's go. Just like this, right here. And left. Very good. And let's go. Again. Again. Other side. Very good. All right, now we're going to be lying on our tummies right here. So toes are up in the air. Arms are right here by your ears. We're going to raise up, reach out, squeeze, and lower. Up, out, squeeze, and lower. Up, out, squeeze, lower. Up, out, squeeze, lower. Let's go. Up, out, squeeze, and down. Up, out, squeeze, and down. Up, out, squeeze. Last one. Up, out, squeeze, and down. Okay, so now we're gonna go into our downward dog. So you're gonna start off on all fours. Make sure that your knees are slightly behind the hips. Your hands should be shoulder width apart, and you're gonna spread your fingers out wide. You're gonna press your hands into the mat and gently tuck your toes under and take a deep inhale, and then pressing into the mat, deeply exhale. Okay, lift your knees off the floor, straighten your legs as much as you can. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, that's it. Exhale. Hold it here and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. That's it. All right, so that was your first set. Take a sip of water if you need it. Recover. And we're gonna go into our second circuit. All right, remember this is strength and mobility here and conditioning. All right, so a little different from what most of our workouts are like, but a very important part of our program. So stick with it, all right? And we're gonna start with our lateral lunge right, okay? Ready? And let's go. Down and up. That's good. Down and up. This is round 2 now. You know the moves. That's it. Down and up. Excellent, guys. Down and up. Keep it going. We're getting strong with each rep. Down and up. Let's go. Down and up. Okay, we're moving into standing mountain climbers right away. Ready and go. Push it. Push it. That's it. Knees all the way up. Arms all the way up. You're climbing a mountain here, guys. We want to get to the top. Let's go. All the way up, all the way up. Stretch and reach. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna take lateral lunges left. Ready and go. Down, raise up. Down, raise up. Good job, guys. Down, raise up. Sink into those hips. Remember to keep your knees behind your toes. Right leg is straight, left leg is bent. Good job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab your dumbbells. I'm gonna go into our lateral walks. Ready, straight into it, and go. Squeeze. Squeeze. Down. Don't forget that squeeze at the end. Squeeze. Down. Up. Last one. Down. And up. All right, weights down. We're gonna go into our chair. All right, so sit up nice and tall. Right and left arm out. Supporting leg is your left. Reaching out with your right. Ready and go. 1. Good. 2. Excellent. Use your core. Use your strength. This is seemingly a lot easier than it actually is. But you got this. All right, let's switch straight into it. Nice. Down. Balance. Very good. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's go. Last one. Up and down. Okay, so all right, we're gonna go into bear crawls now. Okay, so again on all fours, we're gonna be up on our tippy toes, palms planted into the mat, and let's go. That's it. Keep going. Remember, flat back. Breathe. All right. Now we're gonna go into back crunches. Get ready. All right. On your toes. Get the palms right by the ears. And ready, go. Up and squeeze. Up, out, squeeze. Really visualize your shoulder blades right here. Coming strongly into each other right here. Up, out, squeeze. Up, out, squeeze. Up, out, squeeze. Up, out, squeeze. All right, now we're gonna be going into our downward dog. Get ready, breathe in through the nose. Exhale, and up. Just hold it here. This is your time, just take some deep breaths here. Hold it. Hold it. Press back. All right. You can just pull back into child's pose right here. Take a deep breath in through the nose, exhale it out. And we're gonna go into our third round. Get ready. If you need it, grab a sip of water. Take a couple deep breaths to recover. And then we'll take round 3, last round. In through the nose, out through the mouth.
A day at the beach can be a vibe, but the vibes broke when we don't dispose of our garbage properly. This just a mash up with beach life, wildlife, and economy. We do beach cleanups to spruce up the place. It's our last chance to tackle this garbage problem, where the main culprit is plastic. Luckily, some plastics can be recycled and even earn you a few bucks. In Jamaica, we collect 2 types of plastics for recycling. Type 1, these are your water, soda, and juice bottles, cooking oil bottles, and other similar types. And type 2, harder plastics like shampoo, conditioner, soap bottles, and other personal care products. By doing beach cleanups and collecting recyclable plastics, you can do your part to keep our island clean. Let's all work together for a healthy environment. So please, not dirty up Jamaica.
Gonna start with lateral lunges. Ready, up and go. We got this. Down and up. Excellent. Down and up. I want to see the strength and power, guys. Give me all the energy here. Whew. You made it all the way here with us this morning. You got this. Excellent. Good job, guys. Remember to send in your pictures of yourself working out or your videos. We want to know that you're joining us. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Standing mountain climber. Straight into it, guys. That's it, that's it, that's it. Let's go, let's go. Push it, push it, push it. You got this. Dig deep, guys. That's it. Give me all the strength, the power. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, left side, and go. And up, and up, and up. Sink into those hips, and up, and up. Excellent. And up, and up, and up. Last one. All right, grab those weights And we're going into our lateral squat walks. Ready, nice and deep into that squat. Down and up, down and up, down and up, squeeze, down and up, down and up. Last one. Let's squeeze out one more. That's it. All right. Weights down. Let's bring that chair out. All right, guys. We can get through this one, okay? Ready? And go. 20 seconds each side. Up and down. Up and down. Let's go. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Switch. Ready and go. Up and down. 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 Last one. Up and down. All right, chair is back. I'm gonna bring the dumbbells out. Toe taps with jacks. Ready? In 4, 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. If you are doing low impact, right here. Okay. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, we're gonna go into our lateral bear crawl. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, straight into it, go. And other side. Notice you don't need much space for this workout or any of our workouts. You can work out anywhere at home. Keep going. I know it's burning right here. Stay with me. Woo. Almost at the end. Excellent job, guys. All right. Gonna go into our mats right here. Get ready. Almost there. And go. Up, out, squeeze. 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 Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Let's breathe it out in downward dog. Ready, you got this. And up. Let me hear those breaths in through the nose. Exhale it out through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale it out. All right, pull down to child's pose right here. That's it. Hold it. Pull away from your shoulder blades right here and get that nice stretch. All right, we're just going to tuck the right hand under the left right here. and pull and reach. Ooh. Breathe it out. And we're gonna take the other side, same thing. Pull back into child's pose. Scoop under. All right, let's twist the torso right here. And other side. And let's stretch the arms right over. Very good. Let's take it up and over, same arm. And reach, lean. Ah, excellent. Other side. Up and over. All right, let's jump up slowly. Roll up. Let your neck be the last thing to get up. Let's stretch the quads right here. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. And other side. Inhale. Exhale it out. Let's roll the neck around. And other side. Let's take 2 deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale it out. Inhale it in. Exhale it out. Give yourselves a clap. That's it for strength, mobility, and conditioning. You did so well today, but I want you to stay with us. We'll be right back after the break with our wellness pillar of the day. Welcome back to Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club. We just finished that awesome strength and mobility workout, and now it's time for our wellness tip of the day. Today's tip comes from our Eat Well pillar. So when we think about foods we should eat, we usually think about our 3 macronutrients, which are protein, fats, and carbohydrates. But today I want to shed light on a very important micronutrient and the role that it plays in helping us manage our cravings, mood, energy levels, and support our workouts. So when our bodies are in need of a specific nutrient, we often crave foods that are a good source of it. One such micronutrient that is especially associated with cravings, especially sugar cravings, is magnesium. Magnesium is an extremely important mineral needed for hundreds of biochemical reactions in the body, and it plays a key role in energy entering our cells. It helps maintain normal nerve and muscle function, it helps us support a healthy immune system, and it keeps our heart nice and strong. When we have a magnesium deficiency in the body struggles to bring energy into the cells, which leaves us feeling fatigued and craving sugar. I want you to intentionally eat foods like avocados, nuts, seeds, beans, dark leafy veggies, and bananas to make sure to get your recommended daily intake of 400 milligrams. And it gets better, especially for you chocolate lovers. Dark chocolate is a very rich source of magnesium, which may explain your strong chocolate urges. Not only is it high in magnesium, but is also full of antioxidants and rich in calcium, zinc, iron, and potassium. I want you to add unsweetened cacao powder to your smoothies and explore the various different ways that we can enjoy 100% unsweetened dark chocolate. If you can't find 100%, you can enjoy up to 70% unsweetened dark chocolate and higher. Both cacao powder and unsweetened dark chocolate are naturally sugar-free, and it won't spike your blood glucose or feed your cravings. You should also add sea moss to your smoothies every day. Sea moss is rich in many major minerals like magnesium and iron that promotes healthy bodily function. Looking forward to hearing how these small lifestyle shifts start to impact your health, and we also can't can't wait to see you again for another workout. And until then, I am Camila McDonald, and thank you for tuning into Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club.
I literally am just like,
You're too bad, man. You're too bad, man. You're too bad, man. And the power from the enemy.
You're too bad, man. You're too bad, man. You're too bad, man.
Kiss the cross and touch the sky. All bad mind things must stop. We are born of bad mind. We are born of bad mind.
You're too bad.
Oh, wait. Hey, rise and shine, sunrisers. Happy Monday, March. It's certainly marching on. We got 6 days left.
Crazy.
6 days left in the month. So let's be reminded that every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present.
That's right. That's actually one of my favorite plays on words that exist.
Yes,
you know.
that is also one of mine.
Yeah, it's such a clever one.
Yeah.
English language is clever like that sometimes.
Sometimes it's just
crazy.
Sometimes it's just fool.
I've always wondered, speaking of English being so crazy, or what's the plural of mouse?
Mice.
If you have more than one house, you have?
Mice.
Shouldn't it be? And if you spill a bunch of rice grains, shouldn't you pick them? If you pick up one, you pick up a?
Rouse.
Correct. He's such a smart guy. That's how it should be. Just for continuity. I like things that are consistent.
Except that that's not how the language evolves. And so the evolution of the language, the words have come from all over.
Dennis, I don't need to justify the foolishness. It's foolishness.
So it's just a case of the English language thief things from all the places where the English went.
The irony. Yeah,
you know, just
exactly.
Very much like other aspects of the culture.
Exactly. Oh man.
But no, it's a great Monday morning. How was your weekend?
It was a good weekend. I would have loved for it to have been a bit more restful.
Yeah.
But when you have children who are not
hardware, I see you doing
look here,
construction,
DIY. Hey.
Yeah.
D-I-E-N-D up in here.
Yeah.
Babisha the builder.
Yeah.
Hey, Denise, it I work, you know. In my tile, you know. Mercy.
I saw it and I was like, I saw it and I thought to myself, no.
No, yes.
No.
So
I'm not.
I finished the painting on Saturday.
Okay.
So I completed everything. So you can, so the weekend that should have been restful wasn't extremely restful because I was completing that project. And then fast forward to Sunday, one of my littles is not feeling so wonderful.
Yes.
So juggling that with the other little is just a lot. But I kept walking down to the laundry area and admiring my work.
Yes.
So I'm just like, I did that. But yeah, that was the weekend that was. How was yours?
It was a good weekend. I mean, lots of little stuff to do here and there. But you know, when I like, you know, between a Friday evening and an early Saturday morning, I create a things to do list, and there's a sense of accomplishment that you get
when you
finish your list. Like I put all the ticks beside it.
Well done.
You know, I think there's a cognitive
that goes off and you're like,
which is why I create the list. Create lists. Here's the pro tip. Create lists and then tick the things off, and it gives you a feeling of accomplishment.
No, it seriously does. And not just short lists for to do, for this day, or I actually really believe in creating lists for your year. Your 5-year goal. I really believe. I mean, the Bible actually says it, write it out and make it plain. You're to write out your plan. So I believe firmly in that. Firmly.
And if you write it, it saves you from the need to tell everybody. Because Lord knows sometimes we tell too many people our plans. And it's not for everybody.
Right. So,
just write it down.
Yeah. And it also helps you to also get a bit of clarity and a sense of direction and know, even for just the weekend, as you say, you have a sense of what you need to get done. And when you do it, you're just like, I'm that guy.
It is.
Can you do me a favor, please? Can you pass me the stand right there?
Sure, okay.
I actually feel a little Milo West.
You feel for a cup of Milo.
Would you like a cup as well?
Oh, I could do one. Yeah, all right, I'll do one.
Why that went so high pitch like you don't really want it? But you don't want to flap me?
No, I'm a coffee person, but no, I do a little coffee substitute. That's so true.
Every time anybody gets too high pitched, I'm like bombastic side eye.
Yeah, that's true. But no, generally speaking, I'm looking forward to what's coming up on this weekend. There's a quote that we have, International Women's Month quote. Sometimes what you're looking for is already there.
That's right.
That's Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin said that. Sometimes what you're looking for is already there. It's just that you're not looking in the right place.
Well, that's true.
And so sometimes, you have to think about it. But that's so true though. Like some of the times like we...
Hey, what's up, big here?
We know what product has not been the source of the bandit. You need a little bit of elbow grease. There we go.
What we need is a knife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There we go. And you say,
there we go.
It happens sometimes with the Horlicks too. Dennis, you like Horlicks?
I love Horlicks. This day in history, in 1965, civil rights activists led by Martin Luther King Jr. successfully completed their 4-day, 50-mile or 80-kilometer march from Selma to the Capitol in Montgomery, Alabama. The march was to demonstrate the desire of African American citizens to exercise their constitutional right to vote. And, of course, we know it was the subject of a movie called Selma. That happened on this day. They completed their march to Selma.
You know what's really crazy about this? These things will merely be history to our children.
Yes.
But we are living in a time where our parents lived in that time. So you hear first-hand recollection of it.
Yeah.
And it's not that far.
No, it's not.
It wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't.
It's not as historic as many would like to believe. As the images appear, it's actually in recent times.
If I was, 15, 20 years old, I would have probably had an awareness of it. So it's,
our parents lived that and saw it firsthand in their news coverage.
And it was something that was important to them. So I mean,
You know what else happened on the weekend?
What historic are we doing so that the next generation?
I think about that all the time. That we are living what we are currently living will be history for someone. I think about it all the time.
Like things happening in the government, things happening internationally. Like some history students is going to be talking about it and arguing about it.
You know what it will be? Let me tell you what it will be. The pandemic.
Yes.
We lived the pandemic, and then there are going to be some in the future, our grandchildren will go, wow. I
always used to hear
50 years ago, I read about this pandemic, and we're going to be like, child, let me tell you about those movement days.
But hold on, it's going to be a case of Isaiah's kids.
Yes.
And I always used to hear Nana Yendi talk about it,
It's same one. It's exactly what's going to happen.
Trust me. So.
My neighbor, actually, I saw my neighbor come out to the playground yesterday, and his hands were stained with red. His face was stained with red, and I said to him, are you okay? What's wrong? why are you so red? And he went, I went to the Holy Festival. That's what happened on the weekend.
I saw a couple of people's stories.
Yes.
I saw a couple of people's stories. So it was Holi, which is a popular and significant Hindu festival, celebrated as the Festival of Colors, Love and Spring. It celebrates the eternal and divine love of the deities Radha, the dearest of Krishna's consorts, and Krishna, the 8th avatar of Vishnu, and also as the supreme god in his own right, if you believe, or if you're inclined towards Hinduism. So
But this is literally where our out of many comes in. Because there was a massive celebration that happened at Hope Gardens yesterday.
I did see people on.
And I think it's such a beautiful thing that we can respect other cultures, respect other religions, and just honor what they do, you know? So it's lovely that we could have that right here in Jamaica.
Yeah, man, definitely. And then the following weekend, it's going to be Easter. And people will respect that as well.
And this is how it ought to be.
Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, man.
It's also International Waffle Day.
You like a waffle?
I don't.
You don't like waffle? Really?
Hey.
Okay.
That sounds like too much judgment. Stop this.
No, it's just pure surprise because you seem like the type. You like pancakes?
They're not my first choice.
Okay.
You know what it is? I can't. To me, if I'm gonna have flour, just give me the dumpling. That's how I feel.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you don't like waffles and chicken and waffles and I like waffles and shrimp and.
I've never tried it.
Yeah.
Hey, slow down. I see you trying to like be a little less judgmental.
No, I'm just thinking, let's go and do waffles.
But I have a girlfriend who absolutely loves waffles and fried chicken. Like she loved that down. But she went to university in Atlanta.
Okay.
So I think that's very much that influence for her.
Waffle House type of thing.
Exactly. But is it good? Are you telling me I should try it?
Yeah, we could do waffles.
Waffles and shrimp?
Or waffles. I like, there's I go to Brood Awakenings in Ligani, and I tend to order a shrimp omelet with waffles.
You know what? You know I'm going to try.
Yeah.
You know I'm
because
going
the
to try.
team at Brood, they always treat me well. By now, when I walk in, they know
you order.
Yeah.
I'm never sure how to feel about that. It's like that for me at Tea Tree Crepe. Sometimes I get inside and the guy said, I already put your order in for you.
Smoke marlin
it's actually,
crepe.
I'm steak and eggs.
Really?
Oh. Yep. And that was one of my biggest pregnancy cravings. So he would put in my order and I don't know if I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about that. Am I too predictable or what? I don't know. I like to mix it up.
That was like me. No, I don't mind like now because the order sounds like nice. It's like, when I walk into Wendy's and they say, large fries down, because I know it, because it jacks every day. When I walk into Burger King at lunchtime, large fries down, they know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But like when I was in high school and you walk into the shop and them say, half a bread, quarter bread, and you're like,
yeah. Trust me.
It's cool, man.
I hear that. But I love that we can do that.
Yeah.
I actually love that you can buy two slice or 2 spoon of Milo. I actually love that we have that ability. I do.
Send me a wipe of bread.
Yep.
A wipe of butter. You don't have that? A wipe of butter?
A squeeze of toothpaste.
Hey.
Oh,
one sachet out of it.
Come on, let's tell the people that happy birthday.
What you know about ghetto life?
Hey.
All right, guess who? Are you ready? Guess whose birthday it is?
I'm gonna guess.
I'll be standing tall.
It is the Queen herself, based on the track in the background. Queen Ifrika celebrates her birthday today. She's born Ventrice Morgan, a reggae singer and disc jockey. You didn't know that? She has a disc jockey part?
Yeah, man.
Yes, man. From the hills above Montego Bay, Jamaica. She's the daughter of ska musician Derek Morgan, but was raised by her mother and stepfather. And she's known for tackling some quite topical and controversial issues online. Yeah, but sometimes some of the things they must have to talk. Sometimes, you know.
You ever hear our leader Naya Bingi?
I have not heard her lead it, but I love a Naya Bingi session.
Yeah, no man, her voice. Just leading a Naya Bingi session.
I need to hear that.
Nice, man. Make you want to turn Rasta.
Hey, I want to tell you know. Remember, them say you don't have to dread, you know. Rasta is a liberty.
Eyes. Yeah,
We got the quote from her this morning.
Yeah.
And it's her birthday. It would have been Aretha's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense. Now that I think about it, she's such a fire sign. It makes sense. You ever see her in her interviews?
Both of them. Yeah.
Two of them. When
Both
she
of
ready
them
for
are
just
very much like
flop,
that.
you know, miss you down.
Yeah, man. But she was a proper diva from young, you know. Born in, raised in the church.
When you get
you know, and so, yeah, Queen of Soul. Rolling Stone twice named her as the greatest singer of all time.
One of my favorite clips with Aretha is where she's sitting on this couch and they're showing her different singers of this generation. And they're saying, you know, what do you think of this singer? And so they put up one singer and she goes, oh, yeah, great performer. They put up the next singer and she goes, yep, hits great notes. Put up the next singer and she goes, lovely dresses, great dresses. Hey, we say she's shady, you know.
She wins.
Shady. So yesterday was Palm Sunday, so you know what that means. It means it's time to make a joyful noise.
All right.
Run the chorus mix, selector.
Hallelujah.
Bless the Lord every day and night, never-ending praise.
Choose your life insurance coverage, apply and pay online. Live the e-life with Sagicor Life.
The time by Sagicor Life is
6:15. Since they were on sale, Max bought things he and his brethren didn't really need. Hungry for deals? Come to KFC to satisfy your hunger before doing something crazy. With the new Crunch Sandwich Combo for just $600, a deal that's truly finger-licking good. KFC.
I'm Jamaican.
You are Jamaican. We are Jamaican. And the national budget is our business because it impacts every Jamaican. From healthcare to education
To the road conditions.
to security for my family. The national budget is my business.
No, sister. It is our business. The national budget is everybody's business because it impacts every Jamaican. Visit the Ministry of Finance's website at mof.gov.jm for more information.
Critical illness is real. Cancer is real. Heart attack and stroke are real. Pregnancy complication is real.
Critical illnesses and pregnancy complications can turn a woman's life upside down. Total Woman Insurance Plan
Gives me real insurance protection
for up to 15 major critical illnesses
and pregnancy complication coverage.
Get real protection with Total Woman Insurance Plan from Sagicor Life.
Unleash the dragon with Rumstripe, Gen XS and us, CVMTV. We're on the road and in the fets for Carnival in Jamaica 2024 with Gen XS. Get the exclusive all season long on CVMTV and social media. Chip with us weekly inside the XS Pump Party Series every Friday. Experience Marshall Montano live for both the Gen XS Immortals Juve and on the road with the biggest band, Gen XS. Stay with us for XS Street Carnival Sunday and more fetting on Monday with Ocean X Catamaran Cruise and XS Sunset, the coolest Cooldown jam. Rumstripe Gen XS, Unleash the Dragon on CVMTV.
19 after 6 o'clock on this Monday morning. Hello, Monday. Hello world, welcome back Sunrisers. It's now time for the headlines with our girl T to the K. Good morning, TK.
Dennis excited about the Monday morning, man.
You gotta be.
I don't know anybody who enjoys Mondays more than Dennis Brooks.
The person doesn't exist. If there is one person left on the planet who loves a Monday, it's gonna be Dennis.
It's Dennis, boy.
Yeah.
Well, happy Monday, Dennis.
After the apocalypse and the zombie apocalypse, and we're like, well, today's Monday. Today's Monday, and I still have my brains.
Wow, wow. We went there.
Yeah.
Let's go to the headlines then, shall we? Let's do that. Some not so good news to start off the Monday morning. Old Harbour shootings happening. The Jamaica Constabulary Force reported that 2 men were fatally shot during a confrontation with the police on Terminal Road, Old Harbour, St. Catherine at about 1:40 p.m. last Saturday. 2 firearms were seized during the incident. Both of the deceased men were residents of the Terminal Road, Old Harbour area. The killings sparked a protest by the residents who blocked sections of the roadway and lit fire to debris. While the circumstances surrounding the incident remain unclear, the matter has been reported to the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDICOM, who are in the process of conducting their investigations. So that took place over the weekend.
Interesting. What were the residents protesting?
So there seems to be some discrepancies in the accounts of what happened in terms of what the residents are saying happening versus what the police are saying happened. So that henceforth the protest.
So the residents are saying that it was that
unjustified.
It was an unjust shooting. Right. Right. That's according to the residents. According to the residents. But of course, Indicom is, they were on site. They actually, went and took some necessary, evidence
they have their
stuff like that.
part. And of course, iProbe, which investigates these incidents internally as well. So it's not just Indicom, but Indicom will lead on the investigation. And so we await the findings of their investigation.
And I know that in these cases, there are discussions of, members of the force wearing body cams and things like that to kind of ensure that there's more clarity surrounding incidents so that footage can be checked more immediately and things like that. So this is, I guess, another circumstance that kind of raises the issue of, maybe there is some need for that, and maybe we can get it
and
quickly.
Body cams are being rolled out across the constabulary. It's just that, I mean, you ask yourself, if you have 14,000 members of the constabulary, you have different formations, you have different divisions, where do you need body cams the most? You need body cams the most in situations where the police are engaging people the most. Where is that? That is largely in public traffic and public management, public order management, and so you'll see a lot of members with the body cams in high populated spaces. But you'll also gradually see more and more of them in, for instance, in operational activities. And I do welcome and hope to see far more of it on operational activities.
But, definitely.
But you only have a couple hundred at this point, as opposed to needing thousands and thousands.
And I can imagine the expense associated with that. I'm sure they're extremely expensive. I'm sure of that.
If you can buy 200, that is a huge expenditure. And 200 just is a drop in the bucket in terms of what you need. So imagine, it would take quite a bit to give to
everybody, to the entire
And
force.
we can get there, but it's something that will take
time.
It will take
time. It will take time. But so that's moving to the next headline, water hopes for Marymount. So in a response to last Friday's March 22nd being celebrated as World Water Day, did you guys know that? It was World Water Day.
Yes.
Look at you.
Yes,
on top of it, Minister of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Matthew Samudo, journeyed to Marymount High School in St. Mary, where he addressed students from various institutions about the importance of water and its conservation. And while reminding citizens to conserve water, he says the island of wood and water is not not limited regarding supply, but instead falls short in its capacity to gather the necessity. He stated that the government has assessed that some $200 million will be required to benefit communities island-wide with flowing water. And regarding Marymount High, the completion of a 20,000-gallon rainwater harvesting system is also expected by May of this year.
Nice, nice. Well, water is life. For the record, Matthew Samuda is a minister in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. He's not the minister.
Right,
but yeah, he has responsibility for like water and environment stuff.
And you know what? He is genuinely passionate about that.
Yeah.
It's not just because he's been placed in that area. It's something he truly is passionate about. So I think he will do a lot of work in that area. And I read a report that he put out the other day. And it made me realize that we have a lot of wastage is a big part of our issue. So with leaks, with even the level of silt in our catchment facilities, we have the issue there. But obviously, we still have a lot to do in terms of getting water into very specific areas because terrain does pose a problem for many of them. But I'm very excited to see what will happen within that ministry under his guidance because it's something he genuinely is passionate about.
You remember that? Did you see that video that time with him as a kid leading an environmental protest? Warning minister.
You know, when things just make sense, those are one. His appointment is one of the things that just makes sense. You know, he's going to do the absolute best he can do. So I'm excited for what is to come with our advancements in those areas.
And he came in one morning.
Yes, he came in one morning on the headlines.
Several things in terms
and to note, real quick, he mentioned something in his speech at the event, and he said, you know, a lot of Jamaicans think, listen, there's a whole heap of rain. Why is there any water lock-off? If I have rain, that means we should have water. And it's just to remind Jamaicans that there's a whole process involved after the rainfall for it to be potable and for you to be able to use the water. So, you know, he reminded Jamaicans, just because you see a whole heap of rain, don't mean that there's water now for your use.
Because a lot of that goes straight to the gullies and out to the ocean.
So it has to go through a process.
Correct.
So that's it. That's what I have for you this morning.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Well, Easter break is coming up, but Money Masterclass is in full swing, and we'll have some students sitting in for a critical financial lesson. More Sunrise after the break.
All right.
Stay with us.
Card sent from abroad, JN Money Card. Send the money, more want withdraw in a hurry. JN Money Card free, with your TRN and your ID. And when me not walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to card, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card sent from abroad, JN Money Card.
Real fabrics, I go give you plenty healthy ways to switch up your meals. Fresh flavor, that's what me need. A new recipe every day of the week. And look how good me feel. Come catch the vibe. Real fabrics, catch the seafood vibe.
Truth is, HIV affects everyone. Truth is, avoiding care leads to a weaker immune system. That means you could get really sick. The truth is, the hardest pill to swallow isn't the medication. It's the problems that follow when you don't take them. Let's get through this together. Remain in care. You can live life to the fullest with HIV. And that's the truth. A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Should critical illness strike, don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time while benefiting from our investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today. And live secure, live easy.
Jamaica's favorite drama, Your Guilty Pleasure.
All that having a baby now is going to do for you is make you a prisoner of this apartment.
The long run
Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m.
Brought to you by MIB Insure.
Switch to MIBinsure.com today and save serious money.
The race has begun. I've traveled the seas, I've traveled the waters. Once I was weak, now I'm much stronger. I've worked in the sun, look what I've become. I've conquered the beast, now I'm much greater. I've learned from a failure. Dedication, discipline and drive. Seizing every moment that comes up in this life.
I got it like that.
Welcome back to Sunrise. So this morning, class is in session, but Yendi and I are swapping out our seats with tertiary students Renee and Raheem as Carlton dives into the end-of-term topic, financial literacy for youth.
Good morning, everybody. Dennis, thank you very much. You see, we have the students who have graduated. So Yendi have graduated this class, and Dennis have graduated this class. So we're here now with some fresh faces, fresh students who are willing and eager and ready to learn something this morning. Students, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Glad to have you in class today. And I know you mentioned youth, but really young adults, because, you know, it's not 13 and 14 and 15, but they're young adults this morning, and we want to jump into young adults leveling up financially. And it's so important that you're at a phase of your life right now where it's so pivotal how it is that you move through your finances right now. Bad decisions, how they will impact your future, or good decisions and how those will impact your future. So let's jump right into it this morning so you can start learning. Make sure someone learn this morning. Number one, you want to get financially literate. You're at a stage and an age right now where knowledge is important when it comes to your money. So you will learn several things in school, in university, on the job. You learn several things. But sometimes what you do not get from your regular schooling, regular university, is how to manage your money, which is why it is your responsibility to ensure, guess what, I'm going to be reading, I'm going to be looking at information somewhere else. Follow persons who can give you good quality financial information so you can make better decisions. You want to get literate when it comes to your financials, all right, and your finances. Number two, how can you boost your income? So for many young persons this age, maybe you're in university, maybe you have a part-time job, maybe you have a full-time job, but you want to look on how it is that I'm going to be able to get some extra money coming in. You do not want to just depend on your parents' lunch money if you're going to school full-time, or if you have a little one income, you don't want to depend on that only. So you want to start working and hustling right now. Remember, I was maybe about 21 years old, 20 years old, when I was already employed, but I'm looking, how can I start to find something else to bring some extra money? I discovered that, hey, I really love to sell. It was at that age, I'm working in the financial field, I'm going to work, and there's a Carlton, I like your socks, I like your this. And guess what? My first sales business started. I'm selling socks at work, I'm selling tie at work, I'm selling tie pin at work. Guess what? You have to try several different things to boost the income because you're at an age where the income is not the most in your early 20s. All right? Number three, start saving intentionally. Students, do you have a savings account?
Yes.
You're both saving. You have a credit union account, a bank account. You have things like that. Because I know we have persons in their early 20s who do not have a savings account. In this day and age, why don't you have a savings account? Because you should be saving and not just saving, but saving intentionally because you want to increase that savings. All right? We want to jump down to start investing now as well. So you may say, I don't know much about this, so what am I going to do? But guess what? Because number one, you're getting financially literate. Number four, you're going to start investing. Get the information. what does this look like, Carlton, you may ask? Sir, what does this look like? I don't understand this. I don't understand stocks here. I don't understand. You get the information. Follow good people on social media and get good information as well. But I want to use another example as well. I can recall at about age 21, 22 thereabout, I said to myself, self, you want to level up financially at some point, right, self? And I decided to say, let me enter the idea of real estate. And at 22 years old, I said, let me try going to this direction. So because I was saving now intentionally at the previous topic, I started to put down maybe a 10,000 here, a 5,000 there, a 20,000 here and there to make a deposit on the first real estate property at age 22. So you can, it's never too early to start, and that is the last point here. It is not too early to start investing. I know in your age group, you generally say, well, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So you go there and YOLO it out, you know? But that's not what we're doing, because we're jumping down into number 5, which is at your age, you're trying the zero-sum budget approach. So I know when I did it early on this year with the older persons, the older students who are more mature, I gave them the 50-30-20 rule of budgeting, which still applies. But what you do, say you're earning 150 here on your side job or your main job now. The older people like myself and Yendi and Dennis, you do 50% to your needs, 30 to your wants, and 20 towards savings. Still a good principle. Yeah, we're good on that. Yeah. So 50% of $150,000 that you're earning is $75,000, meaning your needs should fit within $75,000 right now if you're paying your rent. Some of you still live at home with mommy and daddy, so you don't have any rent paying. But you may have a little car loan, or maybe you're paying your own school fee, etc.
Yes.
$75,000, yeah? 30% of this 150 should go towards your wants and 20% towards savings and investing. But not because this 30% says $45,000 is what you should spend towards wants, meaning you're going to say, well, $45,000 now, let me see how I can finish this money. So if you say to yourself, well, I really just only need gym this month for $10,000, and the barber funds are $4,000, that's $14,000. And maybe make your little girlfriend, you know, for another $5,000, that's $19,000. You have $20,000 left here. Or you may say to yourself, well, I'm going to treat the boy this month to a nice gift. That's another $10,000. Or you want to get your hair and nails done, another $10,000, $20,000. You still have $25,000 left. Don't go as a young person trying to down the 30% because you already have it in your budget. If you really only need $20,000 out of this $45,000, what do you do with the rest? You dump it over on the savings category. So this will now be increased. But what you're doing, you are accounting for every dollar of your money in this early stage of your life, because you're trying to build not only wealth, but you're set up yourself for the future. Okay. Students, are we good and clear on that?
Yes, we are.
I want to hear from you, students. Yes, don't say what you cannot do because you are learning. Wonderful. Number 6, set goals for yourself. Not because you're young means that, well, may I live a nice life right now. You need some goals. I need to get a piece of land by I am 27. I'm 29 now. By 30, I need to pay off this credit card. I don't know. But set some goals. Finish your university by I'm 24, and then start doing. You're not too young to be setting goals for yourself. You don't want to go about aimlessly. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Your mind can be everywhere. That's a good old Bible. Stick to that as well. Amen, beloved? Amen. Amen. Number 7, be mindful of what is called your debt service ratio. You may not understand that now, but I'm saying to you, when you plan to do a mortgage in the future or a car loan, what the banks look for is what percentage of your income you have already tied up with other things. What impacts that at this age sometimes is your credit card. So I know we sometimes put value on ourselves with how big our credit card limit is. So if the bank give you $1 million limit, whoa, you feel like a star. They give you 20,000 limit, you say, what them rate, man? Them are this. But you don't need a big limit at this age and stage of your life, because that limit impacts what is called your debt service ratio. So if it is that you have too much going over towards your credit card, it will generally impact your ability to get maybe a mortgage in the future or a car loan or stuff like that. And it can also open your temptation to start spending. So usually when you do your budget, you spend $10,000 to give the gentleman. This month you may start spending 20. And finally, yes, miss.
The students, they're frazzled.
They're frazzled, and the last point is they must learn to live within their means.
They're
at
going
this
to
young
learn.
age.
But we've got them.
And I'm so glad that you are here this one as the older people.
Don't mix me up.
Mix us up. At this
Thank you so
age.
much. Thank you so much. We're going to take the question in the break because we do have to wrap.
We do have to wrap.
That was actually very, very good.
Wonderful.
You guys feel brighter?
Definitely.
Awesome.
It's like stars there.
Anton, thank you so much.
Yendi.
You're always great.
Wonderful.
On the other side of the break, breakfast is served with Crepe House. It's a sweet treat you don't want to miss. And make sure to write all the notes.
Illness strike? Don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time while benefiting from more investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today and live secure. Live easy.
Shop now and save in Active Home Center Home Sweet Home Sale, Wednesday, March 20th to 27th. Take up to 30% off selected tiles, bathroom fixtures, lighting, and so much more. Shop selected 18-inch ceramic tiles starting at $199 plus GCT. This sale lasts for 1 week only, so don't miss out. Visit our showrooms in Kingston and Montego Bay. Conditions apply. Active Home Center. More savings, more choices.
Whether date nights at home or making fun family meals, nothing adds more flavor than a recipe for togetherness. Barilla, true Italian pasta, made from drum wheat. Barilla always cooks al dente, perfection every time. Looking for healthier options? Try our Barilla gluten-free spaghetti and Barilla whole wheat penny pasta today. Barilla, a sign of love. Available in stores island-wide. Distributed by Master Distribution.
Unleash the dragon with Rumstripe, Gen XS, and us, CVMTV. We're on the road and in the fets for Carnival in Jamaica 2024 with Gen XS. Get the exclusive all season long on CVMTV and social media. Chip with us weekly inside the XS Pump Party Series every Friday. Experience Marshall Montano live for both the Gen XS Immortals Juve and on the road with the biggest band, Gen XS. Stay with us for XS Street Carnival Sunday and more fetting on Monday with Ocean X Catamaran Cruise and XS Sunset, the coolest Cooldown jam. Rumstripe Gen XS, Unleash the Dragon on CVMTV.
Serving up some flaky, sweet, and savory goodness in this edition of Breakfast with Crepe House.
Do you smell it?
Listen, do I ever?
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Or is Julia cooking it? Now, if you're in a mine shop, you know, you're going to look a drool come down my mouth.
No, the salivation is real.
Listen, we're going to learn about the art of crepe making, the cultural influences associated with crepes, and explore the unique and diverse range of crepes offered. Joining us this morning is Uliana Afanasenko, the owner of Crepe House. Welcome to Sunrise.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Uliana.
How are you?
Fine, a little nervous.
No need to be. It's what you do best. It's serve fantastic crepes, so no need to be nervous. Tell us about your location. Tell us about Crepe House.
So I have a small location in Devon House, shop number 23.
It's right as you enter the property, and we have been there a little bit over 2 years now, and it's going well. So people are welcome to come and try Russian crepes.
For those who don't know, what is a crepe?
Crepe is something similar to maybe something in between pancake and a roti, and it can be sweet or savory. So for sweet options, you can have it with like salted caramel, biscuit cookies, strawberry, marshmallows, chocolate, caramelized plantain. And for a savory option, you can have it with like smoked marlin, cream cheese, tuna,
right
turkey, turkey ham, chicken, ackee. We have really big variety of things.
Well, a lot of people naturally associate crepes with France, but you mentioned Russian crepes. Tell us what's the angle? Or crepes are...
In Russia, actually, crepes are a super popular fast food, and we have crepes from pre-Christian times that were associated with the sun because of the round shape. And although, like in Russia, Christianity tradition is for 1,000 of years, right? So we still do the crepes, like we have a religious holidays even associated with crepes in the spring.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So in Russia, we have a huge tradition of making crepes.
Well, I guess it makes sense right now to be doing crepes in springtime. It's a perfect time for you to be here on the show culturally. What are you going to make for us this morning?
For the savory options, I have smoked marlin and cream cheese.
That's what Dennis wants. I don't even have to ask him.
Yes, should I prepare? Normally, I would use the hairnet and the gloves and... But here is only for demonstration, so you please forgive me.
Yes.
Yes, so I'm going to take some marlin.
While you prepare Dennis's crepe, you also have your own line of product. I know you have, is it called kefir?
Yes.
Tell us about kefir.
Natural kefir, it's one of the most powerful probiotic drinks in the world. Actually, it's not something that I invented. Kefir been around for 1,000 of years, and Russian scientists got a Nobel Prize of health benefits of kefir in 1904.
Oh wow!
Oh wow! Okay.
Do you know that Nobel Prize have been around for 122 years now?
Yes.
So yes, it is not something that I invented, but I make it the most natural way, just like people have been doing it for 1,000 of years. Kefir made with using pasteurized milk and kefir grains. The grains is actually a living organism.
Oh, wow.
It's a combination of lactic healthy bacteria, and by placing it in the milk, right, what happens is after the fermentation time, bacteria in kefir spreads and take out the lactose, because bacteria fed on lactose and produces carbon dioxide and minerals and magnesium and so on. So kefir would be suitable for people with lactose intolerance.
What does it taste
milk.
like?
It tastes like a sourish yogurt.
Like yogurt.
Yes, but what it does to you, it boosts the immune system. It can restore your gut microbiome. Please.
And what a lot of people don't realize is that gut health really helps overall health. Healthy gut.
It tastes like yogurt.
Yeah? Like Greek yogurt, plain yogurt.
It tastes like plain yogurt.
And it's fully natural, no preservatives, no artificial flavors, nothing. Shelf life is a little bit over 3 weeks.
Okay.
So, but my aim is to keep it natural, because there's so many unhealthy foods on the market that something should fight it.
So you're so right.
Yeah. Yes.
What's the reaction like, generally speaking, in Jamaica? Like, I mean, do you have people coming in and wanting more sweet or more savory, or is it a balance?
For the crepes?
Yes.
I would say it's a balance, just what you feel like. Crepes is more like a comfort food. I'm gonna put a little bit of the...
Oh yes, definitely.
Spicy. It's not very spicy, but for the morning time, spicy is not so good for you.
Oh yeah, but I like pepper jelly, so I think this will work quite well.
It actually is very nice. I've tasted that one. Very nice.
I don't know this one.
It's a sweet, spicy ginger.
All right.
So we're gonna wrap her up.
Oh, okay. having a little struggle in here.
I can help you.
There we go.
Nice.
All right, awesome.
I'm like watching. If any fall is because of me.
All right. Well, I'm going to have this during the break, but thank you very much to our guest, Juliana Afanasenko, the owner of the Crepe House. Das for Link Up is on the other side of the break. Stick around. We'll be right back.
To drive to work. Then I found my way around all of that hassle. Highway 2000 East-West made my commute quicker with no potholes, less gas station stops, and almost no traffic. Now I know my way around. Don't stress it, East-West it, and make Highway 2000 East-West your easy way.
Yummy full of flavor, pineapple, coconut and ginger. Everybody love the yummy old time bulla. Ask them, tell them, all round good vibes. Full enough style, the bulla well nice. New coconut flavor done right, just like one time. Yummy bulla with pear or bulla with cheese. No butter pop mine. Yummy bulla full of flavor, pineapple, coconut and ginger. Everybody love the new coconut bulla. Ask them, all round good vibes. Yummy bulla, all round good vibes.
Unleash the dragon with Rumstripe, Gen XS, and us, CVMTV. We're on the road and in the fets for Carnival in Jamaica 2024 with Gen XS. Get the exclusive all season long on CVMTV and social media. Chip with us weekly inside the XS Pump Party Series every Friday. Experience Marshall Montano live for both the Gen XS Immortals Juve and on the road with the biggest band, Gen XS. Stay with us for XS Street, Carnival Sunday, and more fetting on Monday with Ocean X Catamaran Cruise and XS Sunset, the coolest Cooldown jam. Rumstripe Gen XS, Unleash the Dragon on CVMTV.
Jamaica's favorite drama, your guilty pleasure.
All that having a baby now is going to do for you is make you a prisoner of this apartment.
Long run shot, kid.
Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m. Brought to you by MIB Insure.
Switch to MIBinsure.com today and save serious money.
From the streets of Greenwich Town to the corridors of corporate success, O'Shane Shaw discovered his passion for track and field at Wolmer's Boys School, earning a scholarship to Alabama State University. Now, despite facing challenges, he excelled academically and athletically, majoring in accounting while balancing rigorous training.
So after graduation, Shaw pursued a successful career at prestigious companies like Deloitte, Microsoft, and Morgan Stanley. He is now cementing his role as the financial governance manager at Nike. O'Shane, good morning. A very special welcome to Sunrise.
O'Shane.
Hi, good morning, Yendi. Good morning, Dennis. Thanks for having me.
Morning. How are you? How is everything? Tell us about, where are you exactly?
So I'm based in Portland, Oregon.
Of course, Oregon is the head office for Nike, eh?
Yes. Moved there about 4 months ago for the role at Nike. But thanks for having me. Good morning.
Before we jump into where you are today in present life, can we just take a moment on the heels of Champs Weekend, and as a Wolmerian, what was life like for you at Wolmer's?
I think life at Wolmer's was amazing. I got the opportunity to excel both academically and athletically with the rigorous academic schedule there at Wolmer's, and the opportunity to just like network and build a solid foundation there. I think Wolmer's was very essential for me personally to thrive and the social skills and so forth. Life at Wolmer's was great. Met a lot of great people while attending Wolmer's.
And then we spoke a bit briefly in your introduction about you being able to get a scholarship opportunity that took you overseas. Walk us through that. How was that for you? Or what was that like, rather?
Yeah, it was my senior year when I won at Champs. Champs just concluded, and I received a random email one day about like a scholarship to go to school in the States. And for me, that was a lifetime opportunity, seeing that where my background and my family, financial and socio-economic struggles. And so for me, getting that scholarship and that email from the coach to attend Alabama State on a full ride was definitely a dream, and it was an opportunity that I couldn't pass up.
You're clearly a bright youth, which is always a good thing, and not just talented athletically. Tell us about how important it was for you to focus on the books and to, put in the work to do justice to your academic talent.
Yeah, I think academically at Wolmer's, they really stress balancing it. And so for me, that was very important. I knew that I didn't want to become a pro athlete. So for me, I kind of had to prioritize like ensuring that I'm like succeeding academically. Post-graduation, I could secure opportunities within the States after graduating.
I find that so brilliant. That so many people have this dream of going pro, and therefore what they do outside of track is almost after the dream has failed. But you were very clear in your mind. This is a means to an end,
right? And
I'm going to do these other things. I find that. What made you have that clarity of mind?
I thought for me, it was just that not that I didn't believe in myself, because I knew if I put in the work, and that's just my mindset, if I put in the work, that I would be able to achieve anything. But for me, I just never had the urge to track is hard. And so I had the athletes who go there and they train at 6 o'clock in the morning and then they have a weight room. And so for me, it was just ensuring that, I chose the easier path for me, because track is hard.
You know what's really funny about that? Hearing you say you chose the easier path is hilarious, because it wasn't an easy route at all. No. Because it's big things you study. What is your master's in?
I study accounting. My bachelor's is in accounting and marketing, and then I did a master's in accounting after that, and I'm currently studying for a master's in engineering management at Arkansas.
Which has come in perfectly handy for your role now at Nike. I see that you're financial governance, what is it?
Manager.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have to do? You balance them books? What is your work?
Honestly, my role is to ensure that there are proper internal controls over financial reporting, so ensuring that there are adequate segregation of duty and so forth. to assist with the preparation of the financial statement. I'm not preparing the financial statement, thankfully, but yeah, I assist with that. So that's my role as one.
You manage systems.
A lot of that too. System controls. You have a lot of manual controls, a lot of semi-automated controls, and so forth.
You know, as a Jamaican in the diaspora representing for the flag, you know, what's it like, you know, representing Jamaica even in corporate America?
Good one.
You'd be surprised how many Jamaicans you run into in corporate America in my different roles at the various companies that I've worked for. And so for me, like representing, I think that's one thing. I have to make sure that I leave a mark where, you know, it doesn't give Jamaica a bad reputation, and they want to hire more Jamaicans and sponsor them for the different visa processes and going through the immigration. So I think for me, I have to make sure I show up every day to represent, because it not only affects me, but it affects the others to come after me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a little birdie told me, just before we said bye-bye to you, a little birdie told me that you may know someone who is moving around the halls of this building. You want to say a quick hello to that person?
Hi, Shanna. So yeah, I grew up with Shanna. We spent a lot of time as adolescents.
Nice.
Up, and she's like my little sister. So hi, Shanna. Good morning.
Lovely, lovely. It was really great speaking with you. Forward ever, continued upward movements. Really great stuff, O'Shane. Congratulations on everything.
Thanks, Andy. Thank you.
All right, that was O'Shane Shaw. I love that. The financial governance manager at Nike. I love them story there, you see, man.
Yeah, man.
I love his shirt. You know, the shirt that said from the ghetto to
you
master's degree. Love that. Love that.
All right.
All right. Up.
Withdraw in a hurry. JN Money Card free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that.
All right, JN Money has an agent where you can collect money transfers and then shop for furniture. The name this agent. Make sure that you follow at JN Money 1.
That's our giveaway today. Again, it's on the screen there. So make sure you follow at JN1 to
JN Money 1.
Money 1, rather.
JN Money 1.
For that giveaway.
That's this week's giveaway. JN Money has an agent where you can collect money transfers. Name this agent. But make sure you follow. So hop on to socials at JN Money 1.
All right, it's almost 7 a.m. TK is up next with the news. Please stay with us.
Or Hyundai 5 free payments, 3 years free insurance, or 3 years free petrol bonus is
7 o'clock. JN Money Card send from abroad. JN Money Card. Send the money. Mo want withdraw in a hurry. JN Money Card free. With your TRN and your ID. And when me no walk with cash, me just swipe like that. From abroad to CAD, get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. JN Money Card send from abroad. JN Money Card.
Real fabrics, I go give you plenty healthy ways to switch up your meals. Fresh flavor, that's what me need. A new recipe every day of the week. And look how good me feel. Come catch the vibe. Real fabrics, catch the seafood vibe.
Coach ready, cat. Big money, move. Take a loan, enter to win. Money, move. Win cash, win a bike or a smart TV. Could even win a brand new car. Take a ready cash loan of $80,000 or more between February 19 and April 18, and you'll be automatically entered for a chance to win cash, a TCL Smart TV, AKT bike, or a 2024 Honda Crepe. Big money, move.
Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Coach ready cash, ready when you are. Big money, move.
Conditions apply.
You can do business with JPS from anywhere in the world. With the My JPS mobile app, you can take control of your energy. If you have a smart meter, you can track your energy usage hourly, daily, weekly, and monthly. Stay on top of your usage and make smarter energy decisions. You can also set your budget for the month and skip guesswork. Set it and forget it. No more surprises, no more unexpected bills. Download the My JPS mobile app in the App Store today and do business with JPS your way.
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. There's a place for everyone, especially in the tourism industry. That's according to Minister of Tourism, Edmund Bartlett, who was speaking at a recent exposition in Montego Bay. This while he notes the industry continues to reap great rewards. Trisha Kelly shares this story.
Preparing future nation builders, the government is urging more citizens to get creative with their ideas. And at the head of one of Jamaica's biggest success stories, the tourism industry, is Minister Edmund Bartlett, who says every citizen has the potential to create something worth spending on. He was speaking at an exposition held in Montego Bay, St. James recently, where attendees were being taught how to find their purpose.
The conversion of ideas into material goods and service with a value and a price. And when you're able to convert your ideas into meaningful products, then you have found your purpose.
And even more insight was provided as he focused on his industry, which he says is not one that is discreet, as it cannot be limited. The minister explains there's always an opportunity to invest in a new idea.
You can't box tourism. What tourism is a confluence of many experiences, ideas, activities that must then come together seamlessly to create an experience that people consume at a price.
While encouraging more Jamaicans to get involved, Minister Bartlett enticed them towards the tourism sector, where he says there is a space for everyone to hone their craft.
And can be provided by every single individual with an idea and a mind. So tourism is the only activity on planet Earth that has a place for everyone. From the guy who has never been to school to the guy who is the aeronautic engineer.
Up to 2019, Jamaica received 1.4 billion visitors who spent billions of US dollars on the island. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
American air carrier JetBlue moves to slash routes across the United States and Latin America in a bid to cut costs amid its failed Spirit Airlines merger and American Airlines partnership, along with the grounding of some Airbus jets. JetBlue's Vice President of Network Planning and Airline Partnerships, Dave Zhen, has said that the airline would drop 5 cities effective June 13 this year, including Bogota, Colombia, and Lima, Peru, along with an additional 16 route cuts, with Los Angeles and Fort Lauderdale most affected. However, senior advisor and strategist in the Ministry of Tourism, Delana Seavright, indicates that Jamaica is actually expected to benefit from the changes.
Thankfully, Jamaica will not be negatively impacted. As a matter of fact, on the contrary, we'll be getting additional flights from JetBlue following this development. For now, we have about 78 flights per week coming in to both Kingston and Montego Bay on JetBlue out of New York, Newark, Fort Lauderdale, and other cities in the United States. Jamaica is categorized by JetBlue as a top performing destination. JetBlue Vacations also noted recently to us through their own data that bookings for Jamaica are 7% ahead of where they were last year, March. So we're seeing very positive tourist arrival numbers. We're seeing very positive booking numbers, and we continue to see very positive demand for Jamaica.
And in sports, Edwin Allen High regained the girls' championship title, while Kingston College held on to the boys' crown as the curtains came down on the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships on Saturday. KC amassed 335 points to secure their 35th title and their 4th in the last 5 years. Jamaica College finished second with 278 points. Calabar High got 194 for third, Excelsior with 122, while St. Jago with 111.5 completed the top 5. Action from the CONCACAF Nations League now. Dexter Lembikisa scored his first goal for the Reggae Boys to hand them a 1-0 win over Panama in the third-place playoff at the CONCACAF Nations League completed last night. The win saw Jamaica completing their first win over Panama since 2019.
And Nicholson, unfortunate not to find one of his shots in the back of the net, but Jamaica didn't let up the pressure.
Yep, Bobby Reid again with the ball inside of the back post. It kept alive and it almost fell to Lowe and Bernard. And the Jamaicans, they were really purposeful. Gray going for the near post.
And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. More Sunrise after this.
Late 884 Gastro. That's the only number you need to know. Late 884 Gastro. Safety first, that's for sure. We feel it right. So when you're ready to light, day or night, the blue flame burns bright. So anytime you need cooking gas, call Gas Pro and you get it fast. 8884 Gas Pro. Get attached to the one you know. Gas Pro, gas professionals.
Truth is, HIV affects everyone. Truth is, avoiding care leads to a weaker immune system. That means you could get really sick. The truth is, the hardest pill to swallow isn't the medication. It's the problems that follow when you don't take them. Let's get through this together. Remain in care. You can live life to the fullest with HIV. And that's the truth. A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Over 50% of businesses in Jamaica are owned by women. But there is still more work to be done to make the business world inclusive.
I applaud Sagicor Bank for supporting women in business, for others to see what is possible for them.
In today's world, women need to be included in every sphere of society. We are the backbone of many organizations.
I believe mentorship is important, particularly from women who have broken through before.
When you have traveled a certain road, you are not the first person to travel that road. There are others who have gone before and can give you tips. They can tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly to make your journey a little easier.
When we inspire others to understand and to value women, we build a better Jamaica.
Whether date nights at home or making fun family meals, nothing adds more flavor than a recipe for togetherness. Barilla, true Italian pasta, made from drum wheat. Barilla always cooks al dente, perfection every time. Looking for healthier options? Try our Barilla gluten-free spaghetti and Barilla whole wheat penny pasta today. Barilla, a sign of love. Available in stores island-wide. Distributed by Mass Distribution.
Beautiful wife, but you gotta move on. We got each other now.
Hi, I'm Zoe. I'm new here.
You're moving too fast. You don't know nothing about this lady?
Things will change.
She goes after widow men with teenage boys.
She's a ghost.
We need to find her before she does this again.
Mama's here.
All I wanted was a real family. I miss you.
Leave my father alone! Baby, will you make me the happiest man? Be my wife.
Yes.
It's only been a few months. You don't think it's a little quick?
Love is never too quick when it's right.
You know I'm never gonna leave you, right?
I'm your mother now.
There's something off about this woman.
Come on now. Don't flip out. Don't ruin this.
Keeping secrets, I hear.
If you ever try to come between me and my family, I will bury you.
You must be some special woman.
I've been known to have my ways.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss your bride.
I've always wanted a real family. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
We've been down this road before.
Your mother must be so proud.
Michelle's my stepmother.
I just wish he would look at me like his mother.
Already had a mom.
I ain't never gonna call you mama, all right?
Things will change.
Elizabeth Carter is the most dangerous woman on the planet.
She's wanted in 4 different states for murder.
She's gonna come after you.
We are a family, and I'm not letting you go.
Honey!
It's time for breakfast.
Mommy, watch out! Watch out!
She looks just like my best friend from high school. It's crazy.
Unleash the dragon with Rumstripe, Gen XS, and us, CVMTV. We're on the road and in the fets for Carnival in Jamaica 2024 with Gen XS. Get the exclusive all season long on CVMTV and social media. Chip with us weekly inside the XS Pump Party Series every Friday. Experience Marshall Montano live for both the Gen XS Immortals Juve and on the road with the biggest band, Gen XS. Stay with us for XS Street, Carnival Sunday, and more fetting on Monday with Ocean X Catamaran Cruise and XS Sunset, the coolest Cooldown jam. Rumstripe Gen XS, Unleash the Dragon on CVMTV.
Protecting Jamaica's borders is a key priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. The JCA will remain vigilant and resolute in effectively fulfilling this mandate. The time brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency is 7:15 a.m.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Now, this morning, we continue to track the story of 59 Haitian children who have found refuge at the newly constructed Ephesus village at Jacob's Ladder in Monique, St. Anne. Joining us this morning to share his views on the matter is independent consultant Ian Vordu, a dual national of Jamaica and the Netherlands, who has worked in the Caribbean for over 20 years, particularly in Haiti and Jamaica. Jan, welcome to Sunrise.
Good morning, Dennis.
Good morning.
And Jerry.
Definitely. So tell me about the situation as present in terms of how you see it.
Well, we are really in a catastrophic situation in Haiti. The security has been going down since quite a long time. Most of these developments started in 2018, which is now 6 years ago. But it has gone totally out of hands. The authorities, you might say, have collapsed. There are still state institutions where people go to their job and try to do some work, but the overall coordination is not there. Also, hunger is increasing. If there is an integrated food security index with 5 levels, and although level 5 has not been reached, about half the population is in level 3 and 4, which is emergency and urgency, and very much food insecurity. So it is a physical insecurity because of the gangs and a food insecurity also. Mm-hmm. Oh, and the last thing I want to mention is that cholera has come back. It was introduced by the UN by accident in 2010, coming from Nepal, but and it was kind of conquered about after 3 years, 4 years, but now it is coming back, and because people don't have access to water and to hygiene, and that's another thing that is going to be important, an important factor, an important barrier for further looking for further solutions.
You make a very good case, therefore, that there is a humanitarian crisis, there is a failed state situation in Haiti, then naturally we look at as good neighbors in the Caribbean region. What is it that we should do? What is it within our scope to do? And this initiative is just one of them. But why is it that we as neighbors should step up and provide aid and assistance?
We should step up because they are neighbors and they're very much Caribbean people. They helped also Jamaica to abandon its slavery significantly. The British would not have gone so easily out of that mode, you might say. Haiti is a country that fought itself free, the only country that actually took control of itself, and have been punished since by the countries in the north, especially, but also I would say by the countries in the Caribbean. So there was a lot of interest to not make this country succeed. And that has gone over for many years. But now we're just talking about people. Indeed, there are lots of children, lots of people in great trouble. And I think that it is only normal to assist with what.
This rescue mission, Jan, we've only been able to help a handful of children thus far. The magnitude, I don't even think people can quite comprehend how many people need support and help. What can we do as the good neighbors that you were just referring to? How do we bolster our position to be able to support and help them without impacting ourselves, given the position that we are also in?
Yes, I think there is too much fear for impacting ourselves. For example, these children are fully funded. It is an arrangement between several NGOs, and the orphanage or the facility for disabled children, Haiti, was fully funded from the United States, among others. That funding will also come to Jamaica now. So overall, this specific case might be a money maker for the country because we get more visitors and there's also funding coming in to support these children. But in general, children in Haiti are in trouble. So I think that as good neighbors, we should think of sending various types of professionals to work on the multifaceted problems that Haiti is seeing. We know that the Evidence Persons Group has been working on the political level, but there's also a need to work more at professional level. Doctors, technicians, agronomists, people that work with children. There is a lot needed at all types of level. And as Caribbean people, we can collaborate between our countries.
Jan, as we let you go, do you think that this model of assistance is where the Caribbean need to be looking, where you have international or INGO funding and you have the support systems bolstered in the islands of the Caribbean and facilitating so that it's not a net loss for the economies of the Caribbean?
I think it will not become any net loss. Remember that there's also remittances going to Haiti. It's $4 billion a year, I believe. So there is a lot of support already going into Haiti. Now, in terms of model, of course, we should keep the people in their country as much as possible. And that's why I advocate more for Jamaicans to go to Haiti and work there together with their Haitian colleagues.
Got you.
And there's a lot possible there. The main problems of insecurity are in Port-au-Prince, but it's spreading everywhere. Also, what we should recognize is that many people have left the capital and are now internal displaced people in other parts of the country. The refugees that we have in Jamaica and who are being held at the north coast, many of them were displaced from Port-au-Prince and went to the west and then took a boat home. So returning refugees to Haiti is not so easy because in the end, many people come from Port-au-Prince. At least 20% population has left the city to the other parts of the country. So, bringing people back to a safe zone. If you are from Kingston and you get dropped in a runaway bay and you cannot contact anybody back in Kingston, I'm not sure that is part of the solution that we're looking for.
Right.
Between.
Right.
Wow.
Well, So much more to discuss, so much more to do.
Yeah.
But most importantly, the conversation is being had, and with conversation, change can come. But thank you so much. It was really great speaking with you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
That was Jan Vorjo, independent consultant. On the other side of the break, it's time for a morning checkup with your mobile medic. Stick and stay. We'll be right back. Watch my heart a boom. Beat hand, boom, 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 boom.
Date nights at home or making fun family meals. Nothing adds more flavor than a recipe for togetherness. Barilla, true Italian pasta made from drum wheat. Barilla always cooks al dente. Perfection every time. Looking for healthier options? Try our Barilla gluten-free spaghetti and Barilla whole wheat penny pasta today. Barilla, a sign of love. Available in stores island-wide. Distributed by Mass Distribution.
This is Mark. He's saving to make sure that this one doesn't have to worry about student loans. This is Tevin. He's saving to make sure that next year he can live by his own rules. And this is Janelle. She's saving to make sure that the girls' trip to Greece makes it out of the group chat. They all have one thing in common. Their JN Bank savings. Saving little by little is what makes life affordable. Stop wishing you could. With your JN Bank savings, you absolutely can. JN Bank will help you find a way.
Get tiles and get creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.
I am the only dog.
What's up, we fix our business fair, you know?
More comfortable.
More comfortable for what, Pastor?
Jamaica's favorite drama, Your Guilty Pleasure. Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m. Brought to you by
MIB Insure.
Switch to MIBinsure.com today and save serious money.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays 1 p.m. on your drama station CVM. Brought to you by
Hyundai, Ireland. Conditions apply.
Unleash the dragon with Rumstripe, Gen XS, and us, CVMTV. We're on the road and in the fets for Carnival in Jamaica 2024 with Gen XS. Get the exclusive all season long on CVMTV and social media. Chip with us weekly inside the XS Pump Party Series every Friday. Experience Marshall Montano live for both the Gen XS Immortals Juve and on the road with the biggest band, Gen XS. Stay with us for XS Street Carnival Sunday and more fetting on Monday with Ocean X Catamaran Cruise and XS Sunset, the coolest Cooldown jam. Rumstripe Gen XS, Unleash the Dragon on CVMTV.
Go into farming with a plan.
Don't just go into farming and do it like, because that's what everybody is doing. That's how my grandmother did it. That's how my mother is doing it right now, and I'm trying to tell her, no, you have to go with a plan. Go with a plan. Speak with the expert. Speak with RADA, because you're just doing this. Even if you have a degree in the area, somebody out there still knows more than you. So speak with them, and you have a plan. Chief among that plan should be your marketing plan. Who is your target audience? Why are you planting what you're planting? Once you have a plan, you don't even really need money, because you can sell your plan to the financial institution, to a friend or to somebody, and they will fund it once it's a solid plan. So for those persons who have lost jobs, don't give up. Just look at it as a lesson. Look at it as a stepping stone. What can I learn from this here situation right now? Most businesses started out of a crisis. This is your crisis. This is your recession. Just use it to propel you to the next level. And for those persons, young females, because I'm passionate about women empowerment, for those young women who want to go into agriculture, go straight for it.
Grace Jones, thank you for your individualism, your uniqueness, and for your creative artistry. Thank you for paving the way and showing somebody like me how to be soft yet strong, how to be aggressive yet feminine, and how to embrace all of my confidence and every aspect of my femininity, and for paving the way for Jamaican artists, Jamaican female artists in uncharted territory. Thank you for your example of being the ultimate package of creativity and a source of constant inspiration throughout every aspect of my creative output. I love you.
So during the COVID-19 pandemic, Dr. Kirk Jones realized that a major deficit in healthcare was its lack of accessibility. So he aimed to bring health awareness to peripheries. As such, Comfy Home Medical Services came about. So our special guest this morning, who is also quite famous on social media, founder of Comfy Home Medical Services, Dr. Kirk Jones, MD, and physical therapist, Khadine Silvera. Good morning, Kirk.
Good
How
morning.
are you? Doc?
Good morning, Doc. How are you?
Physio?
I'm great.
Yeah. So how things?
We're here.
How's business?
Business overall. Business is business.
Yeah.
We're trying to make sure that things are happening as it should be.
Yeah.
But we're definitely optimistic and want to do the best as we can possibly.
You know, this kind of business model used to be the very old school method of how medicine was practiced originally. That you make doctors make house calls and that kind of a thing, or you call and send for the doctor.
Right.
But you know, of course, that changed.
Right.
But I think this is so good that you are closing the accessibility gap. Take us back to the pandemic when this idea started.
Right. So during the COVID time, it was a time where it was very, very, very sensitive. And quite a few of our persons, our Jamaicans overall, were a bit scared. This was something new. They didn't want to leave their homes. They were a bit unsure. It's a period of uncertainty. And at the time, what we were doing mostly mobile testing, just COVID testing at the time.
Yeah.
However,
those days.
right. But then the gap existed when people were like, okay, so if I'm positive, what next? But the thing is, they didn't want to leave their homes to go to a lead in the space to get help.
Yeah.
So we decided, okay, if you're positive, I can assist. Right? So as a doctor at that time, I reached out, helping people who are positive, going to their homes, assisting, helping them, just giving them guidance overall. So it started from that point. But now we realize that there are other persons as well who need this access, not just those who are COVID positive, but our family members who probably have autistic children. They don't want to take them out of the home to carry them to a fixed space. It's so difficult to manage
anxiety,
them. Right, because exactly. And then there were those who had like chronic illnesses, your pressure, your sugar, your cholesterol, you name it, especially amongst our black population. You know, they needed some extra assistance at home. And research shows it. Home visits really help in terms of better compliance, better results, better care.
Right. And then there are also the shut-ins who actually are not mobile and can't head on out, and as a result don't get care and end up deteriorating.
Exactly. Can you imagine being immobile, being at home unsure, which is the case for a lot of people, especially the diaspora who has family members here, and there's just nobody to get to them.
To get them to the local
central
clinic.
location.
Right. So what are the services that you do offer? So we know you come into the home, but as an MD, what is it that you offer?
So we offer, of course, comfy home doctor visits. That is our main service, but it's not just that. We're probably the most comprehensive, I tell you. So we bring nurses, we bring physiotherapists, dietitians, health coaches, you name it. What we want to do is we want to make sure that while you're at home, we can bring everything necessary to you there, right?
So I'll give you an example. I got an injury. I'm going to need physiotherapy sessions to get me back to where I need to be. I don't have to go to a facility to get those. You'll take me. You'll come on my veranda and.
Well, I don't know if it's a veranda, but for sure, so the process is, of course, physiotherapy may be needed to get you back to optimal level, but you need a doctor's assessment, of course. So the doctor, as I said, it's a comprehensive thing. It's all integrated. The doctor goes, sees you first, then afterwards the physiotherapy comes in from your referral basis, and she does everything. Guides you from, it might be neurological, could be, just muscle pain, muscle working out. Could just be something along the idea of chest work, especially during the COVID time, when you had like pneumonia and you proper rehab. Right, so we offer all of that.
I see here that you have with us, I see the urine analysis. I know you're going to ask Dennis to go pass some in a cup. Pregnant Dennis, anything you need to tell us? You also have the blood pressure, cough, the sugar testing. So this is literally, you can do everything right there on site. These are all small things that you can carry.
Those general practitioner things that you need.
It just makes it feasible to move around, actually. You don't want to carry the hefty stuff with you. But quite as efficient as any other tool you were supposed to have. I mean, what we want to do is, upon initial assessment, we want to give you the best approach to your health. So, blood testing, urine testing is not mandatory, but based on whatever illness you may have, it may be required.
And it's good for knowing your numbers as well. Especially things that can gradually get out of control without you realizing. So it's good to keep abreast.
And the urine and the blood tell you so much about you.
Exactly. I mean, they say vitals are vital, right? Because these are what we call vitals.
Definitely. So we're going to do some tests? Or what are we going to do? What do you have for us today?
So what we're going to do is I'm just going to get a quick simulation as what it pertains to be what a home visit is.
Right, okay, cool.
And then afterwards, I just spoke about physical therapy and so forth. My physiotherapist, Ms. Silver, will just give you a demonstration. Light exercises for lower back pain and so forth. That can assist.
No problem. So where do we start?
We can start by just talking up an entrance. So I enter, see you. Let's say you're a patient who has probably high blood pressure. Jamaicans call it pressure. I have pressure problem, right? The first thing we want to do, of course, you pass your urine, but not ideal for now. But we're going to do a blood pressure check. All right? So this is a risk blood pressure monitor. The only difference is that with this, you have to bring it up to the level of the heart. So it's not usually sit down, put your hand on. No, this time you put it on your hand, bring it up to your chest. The reading is quite as accurate as well. So we're going to do one on your ND. All right.
Bring it up to my chest?
So you bring it up to your chest, and you just wait a little bit.
Quiet and relax.
Gives you the instructions as well.
The cuff at the same height with your heart.
Right.
All right.
Oh, very cool.
All right. Okay. And so what else is going on here?
So these are just sugar testing. I mean, but I don't think it might be ideal because it's pricking of blood and all that.
It's not going to spew all over the place.
You can prick Dennis's finger.
All right. So And people need to know it's just a prick. It's not that difficult. And
you're not going to jump, right?
No.
Measuring over. Your blood pressure is systolic pressure 105 millimeters of mercury. Diastolic pressure 72 millimeters.
105/72.
It's a little bit low, is it?
There you go. No, that's quite fine.
That's what happens when you're an athlete. Athletes tend to carry typical, no, right?
Yeah,
when you're physically fit, you carry a low blood pressure.
That's true.
Thank you.
That's quite fine.
Physically
Okay.
fit, physically.
To stick it out hard while you're a man still. So.
No, man, go ahead, man. All right. So he's gonna.
Getting enough at all. Your skin tough, eh? Your skin seems like a bit tough here. So prick a little deeper.
Go ahead. There we go. I knew that was enough. All right, so.
Need a little bit more.
He needs a little bit more.
Well, seem to not getting enough.
You want a different finger?
We have a problem with the patient.
No, it's just that.
Oh no, what's
It's
wrong
just
with the patient?
Too much in the gym, and you know.
Oh wow. In a case like this though, what would you do?
Get a bigger needle.
Then you have to get a bigger needle. Jeez.
All right, pricky Andy, because
This seems to not be giving us what we need here.
Oh dear.
Okay, fine. The secret is out. I'm a superhero. It can't prick me. Sorry, I didn't want to tell you guys.
You don't have blood in your veins, Dennis.
Yeah, this must be.
Well, let's hand over to Katie and Silvera, our physiotherapist, who's going to talk us through a little bit of how do we relieve lower back pain, because Lord knows many of us have it. Go ahead.
Yes, so most of our patients with lower back pain, we'll try to get them to do exercises to strengthen the core and back muscles. So I'm going to be showing you some exercises that can be done by all age. I'm going to start with a popular exercise we call the bird dog. So you're going to go on your hands and knees. And we're going to start off simple by bringing just the hands up, the next hand up. Then we'll move down to the legs, which we'll bring out and out. And you want to ensure that your back is kept straight while you're doing this, so you don't want to bend the back down or up. You want to keep the back straight, right? So now it's going to get a little bit more complicated. We're going to bring both hands and legs out. And the next side. And to make this a bit more complicated, as our patients will get a bit stronger, we can add weights to both the hands and the limbs, or we can just add more resistance by asking them to hold the hands and the legs out for a bit longer. So hold for 3 seconds or hold for 5 seconds, right? For our patients maybe with osteoarthritis and you're not able to go on the knees, we can always just lay flat. You'd want to use a pillow or a towel to support the stomach area so the back is not sink here, so you don't have that much tension in the back right here. And similarly, you can bring the hands, start by bringing the hands out and then hands and legs, right?
Right. Sounds great. Our guests have been Dr. Kirk Jones, the CEO and founder of Comfy Home Medical Services. On the other side of the break, we're going to be getting fully bright. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays 1 p.m. on your drama station CVM. Brought to you by
Hyundai, Conditions apply.
has begun. I've traveled the seas, I've traveled the waters. Once I was weak, now I'm much stronger. I've worked in the sun, look what I've become. I've conquered the beast, now I'm much greater. I've learned from a failure. Dedication, discipline and drive. Seizing every moment that comes up in this life.
Unleash the dragon with Rumstripe, Gen XS and us, CVMTV. We're on the road and in the fets for Carnival in Jamaica 2024 with Gen XS. Get the exclusive all season long on CVMTV and social media. Chip with us weekly inside the XS Pump Party Series every Friday. Experience Marshall Montano live for both the Gen XS Immortals Juve and on the road with the biggest band, Gen XS. Stay with us for XS Street Carnival Sunday and more fetting on Monday with Ocean X Catamaran Cruise and XS Sunset, the coolest cooldown jam. Rumstripe Gen XS, Unleash the Dragon on CVMTV.
Jamaica's favorite drama, your guilty pleasure.
All that having a baby now is going to do for you is make you a prisoner of this apartment.
Long run shot, kid.
Royal Palm Estate is on CVM every Tuesday and Sunday at 9 p.m.
Brought to you by MIB Insure.
Switch to MIBinsure.com today and save serious money.
Struggling with mental health issues can be difficult. Don't suffer in silence. Speak up now. Do your share. The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45 a.m.
Multifaceted talent. She wears many hats as an educator, author, researcher, consultant, and entrepreneur, making significant waves in both academia and business realms.
Well, Dr. Levith Jackson's journey has taken her from the shores of Jamaica, hailing from the hills of Bamboo Ridge in St. Catherine, to the bustling streets of Tokyo in Japan, where she flew the Jamaican flag high for the past decade. Now, Dr. Jackson, welcome to Sunrise.
Thank you so much. Ohayou gozaimasu.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Sushi. Right? Listen, I stay with you.
Yes. Genki desu ka?
Genki desu.
Genki desu. Hai, so desu ne. Well,
Daihatsu? I'm like, they're still going?
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself from the hills of St. Catherine to
from the
Tokyo.
hills of St. Catherine. So I hail from a small town that's close to Old Harbour, if you're familiar with Old Harbour, fishing village and all of that. I went to the Old Harbour High.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
First choice was Glenmuir, but we had to move, so I had to go to another high school. But it's not where you go; it's what you do when you get there. So
Old Harbour is a decent school.
Trust me, upgrading, and we have excelled. Trust me, yes. So from Old Harbour High, I went to UWI and I studied psychology and sociology.
Nice.
And then after that, I did my master's in HR, Human Resource Development. I also did postgrad at VTDI, Yes. And then I was teaching for about 8.5 years. Then I wanted to do higher education. You know, we never stop, right? And that's how I ended up in Japan, because teaching was not giving me enough to fund. So I went on the JET program.
I was about to ask if it was the JET program.
It was the illustrious JET program.
For those who don't know about the JET program, tell us about that.
So the JET program, when I went on JET 10 years ago, it was the 25th anniversary, and they sent the most jets that year, 25, to celebrate the 25 years. So it's always a smaller number. Now we've had a very good relationship with Japan, 60 years diplomatic ties this year, and we had a big soiree in Tokyo before I came. And because of that, they love our teachers. When we're on call, send Jamaican teachers, and we really do excel.
And we do well.
Over there. So because of that, we're always in demand. So I signed up, application went through, Tokyo.
Nice.
But first, not Tokyo, I went to Shizuoka, if you know Shizuoka Prefecture. Green tea prefecture, everything green tea, matcha, you name it, is there. Yeah.
What was that like? Because Japanese culture is very different from Jamaican
very
culture.
Different, yes, but some similarities. We're like island country, and so seafood, and you'll find yam there, you'll find potatoes, even chocho. You'll find some things that's here. But for me, the biggest barrier was language. I'm coming from, and I was a Spanish and an English teacher before I left, so I had that built in. But Japanese is a little bit different from those languages.
A lot different.
So yes, I had to learn my way around, and I didn't know any or a little, just introduction before I went. But the culture is different. I teach. The students are different. They're more reserved. Here, my students would be me, miss, me. Yes, teamwork and bustling with. They're quiet, waiting for instructions. They're orderly, lining up one by one, and all of that. So it's a little bit of a shocker when I ask, who knows the answer?
Silence.
Crickets.
Look around, everybody.
So I had to learn that I had to assign a leader and then ask the leader to represent the group. Everything is group-based. Yes, so that's so
different.
One
of the biggest shocking experiences, well, not shocking, but it was a stark contrast, was on public transportation, how no one uses their phones because they believe that your noise is disruptive to other people. So you respect other people in the space, and you can't go up on your phone in public transport.
They will do the typing and but you're not hearing hello and having a full-on
and we are very outgoing.
Yes, the music. You turn up it in the Costa bus. And
so completely different.
The lines were a shocker for me when I went also.
Joining the lines to get into the trains.
Orderly. But it's good. It's a safe country. It's a beautiful country. And you know they have the 4 seasons, so that makes it even more wonderful.
Especially cherry blossom.
Tell me about yourself, though, because they're different. Well, we all have different dimensions. Tell me about you as a person who has sought to explore your fully brightness in different ways. So, like, you know, you clearly like school, but
I love school, obviously. And I love teaching. I never wanted to be a teacher. Yes, teaching found me. Everyone would know. I wanted to go in the science field. I studied biology, I did chemistry in high school, but teaching found me, and I loved it. I never turned back. So when I went to Japan, I was working at a senior high school where they had returnees. So it's a prefectural high school, but most of the students are whether mixed, and so they have high-level English or near nativeness. And after that, because of my master's in HR, I guess the BOE, Board of Education, thought I wasn't a good fit, even though I was sent to that school. Got a letter that I'm moving. I was terrified. I like high school. I love teaching these kids, but I'm going to be now a language trainer and consultant. A whole new world opened up there. But it was beautiful. I felt good representing and, you know, training the teachers how to teach English, right? Doing curriculum development, all of that. It was judging speech contests when the students do external exams. My voice is the listening, the listening section. So all of that was just Amazing. You'd never believe that.
But Livette, I was going to tell you, I can't lie, I was going to say to you, you could also go into radio. You have a
no, you do have a very crisp, clean voice.
Now she want me to do the confession. When I went to UE, my first choice was journalism.
Okay.
But it was packed. I think a small number.
It usually is.
A small number was taken that day. And persons always say, and they're like, girl, you sure don't want to try radio, you sure don't want to try TV. Maybe that's the next step.
And we live in a very different time.
Yes. CVM,
you
do you need another?
Join us live from Tokyo.
Who knows?
Live from Tokyo.
Live from Tokyo.
This is
Trust me, I'm on call anytime you're ready.
All right.
I can see why they use your voice. No, honestly.
Yeah.
Thanks for the compliment.
Beautiful
Thank
voice.
you.
So what's next?
Well, I want to come home. Can you believe it?
Of
10
course.
years.
I can believe it, yeah.
So if you're seeing and you need a consultant,
Yeah.
yes, link me. But I do want to come home. I want to come home and give back, nation building.
What did you say the PhD was in?
Oh, so I did it in education, curriculum development, and yes, teaching.
Well, the Ministry of Education always needs curriculum developers.
So hopefully someone's watching this morning. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. It's a pleasure. It was a great talking to you.
Thank you.
Energy nice like.
Definitely. Thank you very much. Our guest has been Dr. Livette Jackson, educator, author, and entrepreneur. Coming up next is the NDTC's Morning of Movement and Music. We'll be right back.
Puts this one on ice.
No more fear of missing out. CVMTV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVMTV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVMTV News to see it happen.
Has begun, I've traveled the seas, I've traveled the waters. Once I was weak, now I'm much stronger. I've worked in the sun, look what I've become. I've conquered the beast, now I'm much greater. I've learned from a failure. Dedication, discipline and drive. Seizing every moment that comes up in this life.
The 43rd staging of the Morning of Movement and Music is a celebration of Easter that has become a highly anticipated calendar event. Here to tell us more is the Artistic Director of the National Dance Theatre Company of Jamaica, my Marley Marl, Marlon Sims. Welcome to Sunrise.
Marlon.
How are you?
Thank you.
You know, I'm going to start this with a very fun fact.
All right.
So, while I was at the Edna Manley College, I was on the NDTC scholarship.
Right.
In dancing with the NDTC, my very first show with the company was an Easter Sunday morning performance. And it was one I will never forget.
I know.
For good reason? Prof just threw me into it. He was just like, come on, into the throes, you can do this. Listen, for great reasons, I'll never forget it.
Yes,
the NDTC is the staple of dance and our rich culture through dance here in Jamaica, it's still going. It's 43rd staging, Marlon. How are we even here?
Let me tell you, the hard work and contribution of so many people who are as passionate about dance and music as I am. And thank goodness they're still around. Thank goodness they're still giving. And I'm talking about the singers, the musicians, the dancers, the creative technicians, the administrators, and all of these persons just say, hey, this is important. This is a rich cultural legacy. We have to continue the hard work that was started by Professor Rex Nedderford, Eddie Thomas, and the founders of the company. So it's been a fantastic journey, learning experience, a labor of love, I can tell you that. Just encouraging each other, recognizing that all of us are putting all our talents into the same pot and working towards really passing it on to the next generation. And I can tell you, you have another generation that's calling me uncle. I'm still getting used to the idea. Wow.
As we were watching the clip then, I just said to you, I was like, I barely even recognize anyone now because the new generation is in, but the legacy continues. How do you maintain the essence of what it is that Prof was doing while still influencing and introducing new and fresh and revamping, because things are always organically changing and evolving. It has to. How do you marry those two?
Well, we believe in balance. So therefore, we have to stay traditional and we have to respect the traditional folk forms. And I can tell you, one of the things that we do is set up our training system to accomplish all that we set out to do as a company. We have to reflect the ideology of the company and also the landscape that we live in. We live in the Caribbean, we're Jamaican, and so the movement pattern has to reflect that. One of the things that we believe in is keeping the company class that Professor Nedford taught and developed for 48 years. So today you can come to the NDTC and see the same class that Professor taught when he was artistic director of the company. And we have infused that with other ideas, contemporary dance, modern dance, jazz, hip-hop, dancehall. So we try to bring those into the space in different ways, whether it's abstracted or distilled, so the dancers have an eclectic experience and also stay true to who they are as Jamaican Caribbean people.
Easter Sunday is always looked forward to. It's very early in the morning.
Yes.
It is a very special experience.
It is.
What will be special about the 2024 edition?
Well, unfortunately, we lost one of our musicians, Dr. Wigmore Francis. And the last time we performed with Dr. Wigmore was 2019, where we had to do Gary Benta. And so he has been close to the company for a very long time. Excellent musician, brilliant mind, and a wonderful soul. And so we lost him. So we're dedicating this performance to him. At the same time, we just lost Brian Heap.
Oh
my goodness. And Brian Heap loved this work called Blood Canticles. And it just so happened that we had planned to do an excerpt of Blood Canticles for Easter morning. So we have to dedicate that dance to him. We're also thinking about Haiti and what's happening there. The company has always been conscious about what's happening socially. And we have friends in Haiti as well. So we're doing an excerpt of Jean Gicentus' Incantation, performed by Karen Henry, but the ballet mistress of the company. I know you know that face and name. Okay, so we have the generations represented.
But also, on the musical side, some new things are happening. You know, I was talking to a good friend, Carolyn Reed, and she was in rehearsals, you know, Heston Booth and others, but Dr. Kathy Brown.
Yes, this is Dr. Kathy Brown's first Morning of Movement and Music as the official musical director. You know, she is coming from a long line of really great musical directors. You're talking about Marjorie Wiley, and of course one of Marjorie was Ewan Simpson, and Dr. Kathy Brown has picked up the mantle, and so she has done some incredible things this Easter morning. There's a special arrangement that she has done, and yesterday
she likes African influences.
Well, she won't have one this time around, but you're gonna like what she has done. There's a kind of hymn that she has a groove under it, and of course, you know, the singers have to move and dance. So we have movements and music. It's just beautiful, beautiful. So you have to come and see.
It's an experience. If you've never gone before, I will say, without bias, it is a beautiful experience. It actually is worship through music and movement. That's what it feels like. It's a beautiful experience.
I think what I love about it most is that Of course, as dancers and performers, we're there from 4 a.m. Ooh, you don't want to be late for that call.
That's when you really have to warm up.
Oh, yes, you have to do that nice and warm. We can't be shaking at 6 a.m. when the curtain opens.
That's right.
But you go into the theater when it's dark, and you have this magical, moving, inspirational experience through song and dance. And then we exit the theater, it's brilliant sunshine. It's really magical, a very special way to celebrate Easter.
Tell us the where, when, and how.
It's March 31, Sunday, Easter Sunday, this coming Sunday, 6 days to go. And it will be at the Little Theater at 6 a.m. And you can call the box office to reserve your ticket. It's 876-926-6129. Of course, we're on all socials.
Absolutely. Well, definitely, it is one that you definitely want to be at. Our guest has been Marlon Sims, the artistic director of the National Dance Theatre Company of Jamaica, NDTC. We hit the home stretch after the break. Stay with us.
Come, Marlon, let's
Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
Time by Hawkeye is 8 a.m.
No more fear of missing out. CVMTV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVMTV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVMTV News to see it happen.
I got it like that.
It's a wonderful finish from Luis Chavez.
Unleash the dragon with Rumstripe, Gen XS, and us, CVMTV. We're on the road and in the fets for Carnival in Jamaica 2024 with Gen XS. Get the exclusive all season long on CVMTV and social media. Chip with us weekly inside the XS Pump Party Series every Friday. Experience Marshall Montano live for both the Gen XS Immortals Juve and on the road with the biggest band, Gen XS. Stay with us for XS Street Carnival Sunday and more fetting on Monday with Ocean X Catamaran Cruise and XS Sunset, the coolest cooldown jam. Rumstripe Gen XS, Unleash the Dragon on CVMTV.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, Sunrisers. If you've missed anything or you just want to catch up on your favorite stuff in between, we've got you covered at CVMTV.com. And for all the fun stuff in between, we've got you covered on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram at SunriseCVM, at CVM_television.
Of course, we want to big up Best Buds for the lovely lilies and stuff. Also, a special shout out to our catering sponsor, Mothers. The Roundtable squad takes over when Sunrise returns. Bye.
Good morning, Roundtablers. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing? My name is Nathan, and let me just say a happy Monday to you all out there in TV land and streaming land and wherever land. With me this morning is my girl Gianna.
Hi.
You know, number one.
Yeah.
Work wife.
Yes, work wife. Always, yes.
And today we have a very, very special guest, Reverend Tavon Brown, pastor of Kingdom Word and Power Liberation Church. Is there a shorter way to say that?
KWAP.
KWAP.
Yes.
KWAP.
KWAP.
KWAP. I like that. That's a little. Welcome to the Roundtable. How are you doing, Rev?
I'm doing good. Doing good. God is good.
You had a good week. Church was good yesterday.
Yeah, it was very good. Very good. Tired, but very good.
Well, you know, it's time that we always check what's happening online. So let's check what's buzzing in our social buzz. So, you know, it was champ season, and though champs was kind of boring for me, I don't know how anybody else felt. No, it was boring for me because I don't like when people are obviously going to win. There was one good highlight. There was one good highlight that happened during the whole champ season, and it was the unveiling of the 2024 Olympic kit. Did you see it?
Yes, I saw it.
And you're a fashion person, so what are your views?
I actually like it.
You liked it?
Yes, because I find that, look, if you have a certain shape, it'll follow the shape.
Okay.
Not everybody has a shape, though, but I mean, if you do, it does follow it, and it'll be really nice.
Okay. Rev, what do you think about it? I know you're not a fashion guy, but you dress very fashionably, so I'm sure you have a little, you know.
It's good. I liked it. I saw a glimpse of it on Instagram, and I like it. I think it's different. I think it's new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I loved it.
Okay.
Listen, in all my years, I think this is the first time I'm actually excited to see what we're gonna look like on the track. Because I think it's not just the colors, the design just has a kind of modern twist. I really just love how it looks.
Yeah.
So for me, that's just definitely something to look forward to for 2024 Olympics. And I know we're going to dominate looking good at the same time.
Yeah,
I love it. All right, so I think we can now jump into
Bag of Things.
Yeah, Bag of Things.
Yes. So today for my Bag of Things, you know, I love the show and tell and everything like that. Okay. So I'm doing memorial or bereavement jewelry. So you guys know that I talk about my aunt having passed away a lot. And here I have a necklace. It's a cross. But it comes in like a kit. So it's like stainless steel, and it's like a mini urn that you can wear. And they have it in different shapes and sizes, everything like that. And you just put the ashes inside, and you can bring the person, your loved one, with you wherever you go. So I have that in the cross because she was a very religious person, and she could quote every scripture and everything like that. So in feeling closer to her and closer to God, like I felt like it was a good match. But then there's this other thing, my pinky ring. I don't know how close you guys can come for that one. But it's a diamond. The diamond, though, was made from her ashes. Can you see?
Oh, wow.
You can see.
That is...
So
it's just that blingy.
It's not blingy?
It's that blingy.
That blingy.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, so it was made from her ashes.
That's beautiful.
And it's a service that you send away the ashes and they grow it. So you know that diamonds are made from carbon. So they reduce the ashes into carbon and then they grow the diamond. It takes about a year, but they give you a step-by-step process of everything. And in that time, they also give you like grief counseling with it so that you're kind of disengaging but re-engaging at the same time. So yeah, so it was a pretty interesting thing that we found to do, and so I wear her on my pinky now.
That's actually really beautiful.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I think I see something hot that's just blazed. Hey, Ronella, don't burn yourself, darling. Come on, jeez, have to be careful. All right, so what's our hot topic for today? It's an interesting one. Washed clean. How much sin is too much sin? Thankfully, the Rev is here. So, sin, what is sin?
Well, sin in a basic sense is basically anything that goes against the standard and the rules of God and what God has set in Scripture. So that is basically the simple explanation for it.
Is sin, well...
So, but how much sin is too much sin? can we rate sin? Because, you know, like, I don't, is it the same to lie and kill a man? Like, they're both sins. You shouldn't bear false witness, that's lying. And then you shouldn't commit murder, right? You shouldn't kill somebody. So they're both sins?
Well, I mean,
Are they equal?
So I'd go as far as to say, if we take Rev's basic definition, or we start off from, you know, anything that goes against the principle, the code, then one sin is already bad enough, because what it does is that it's counter. So sin clearly is something that's going to not just harm the individual, but harm someone else. So one sin is already a bad. So a lie can kill. Right? Bearing false witness can confuse and hurt. So sin can foster other sin.
Yeah. And there's a scripture in Romans that says the wages of sin is death. The interesting thing about it is it didn't say the wages of sins. It just says sin. So any sin, the payment for it, you know, wages mean payment. Payment for it is death.
If you want to think, I think what it could probably be told to say is the weight of sin is death. Because like most burdens in life or things that are negative, they compound. It is not necessarily a single. So, you know, they say poverty is the worst thing, but poverty leads to other things. Because they'll say, because you're poor,
you'll do things.
Right? So I think what that scripture, and I think one of the things we also have to come back to is, I don't even think sin is Christian. As far as I understand sin, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, Rev, sin is almost universal. Many religions see sin in a very similar way. So it's the breaking of that code, the set of structures that are set up and moral ethics that guide your religious or your spiritual belief. So the weight of breaking that code is that it separates you from your belief system, and it burdens you to do other things that are negative and will impact you negatively.
Right, but in other religions, like, are sins universal in that they're the same thing across? So, like, you know, when you hear about, like, say, a suicide bomber, you hear that they can they'll get like 10 virgins or something when they pass away.
I don't know if it's 10, but that number like that. Yeah.
So is it really a sin in there? Like, is it a sin across the board?
I think if we really look at it, I think for every nation, a lie is a lie. You know, killing somebody is killing somebody, stealing is stealing. So even if you check the scripture, let's look at Abraham, right?
Yes.
Abraham was not considered to be a Christian, but God set certain laws for him. He came out of a particular country. The word Christian wasn't used until in the New Testament. So sin is not just for Christians, it's straight across the board. For one country, for example, if you go to, let's say, a Muslim country and they say, you know, the cow is our thing. If you kill that cow, you have just committed a sin.
I like that. You know, this is a nice topic, but let's jump more into it right after the break. See you guys.
Fun in the Sun is back. Bring the entire family for a free gospel celebration with activities for kids, health fair, job opportunities, BMX showcase while enjoying delicious food from the Best Dressed Chicken. Enjoy performances from international sensations Kirk Franklin and Toby Mac, local gospel giants Kevin Downswell, Jermaine Edwards, Harleen Davis, evangelist Andrew Palau, and many more. Head to the National Stadium Saturday, April 20, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. The Best Dressed Chicken Fun in the Sun. See you there.
Recycling partners of Jamaica. Yeah, we got to make a change, and we have to do it now, can't wait for later. We put plastic in its place, and we all can agree that will be safer than in the gullies and in the drains. Recycling partners of Jamaica. We put plastic in its place, yeah, the place of it clean. PET, the top of the ethylene, HDPE, buckle up against screen. Baby to granny, everybody roping. Yeah, we got to go green, you know what I mean. See the sign from the bin, if we drop it in, through car window you fling, that another thing. And we don't want no garbage in this game. No, we handle it up, but them are not the same. So listen up, Jamaica, I'm saying it's time to make a change. Recycling partners of Jamaica. We put plastic in its place, and we all can agree that will be safer than in the gullies in the every rains. Recycling partners of Jamaica. We put plastic in its place.
Savings, savings, savings! It's
It's a carnival of savings at home and things. Massive savings on new arrivals of Spanish and Brazilian tiles, mosaics, bathroom fixtures and faucets, windows, doors, and home decor that will make you say, oh gosh, the home and things carnival of savings deals. So wait, home and things preferred customers who know savings turn up loud. March down to Old Hope Road and Constant Spring Road. It's the home and things carnival of savings.
Welcome back to the Roundtable. This morning, the topic is washed clean. How much sin is too much sin? So we've kind of touched on the topic of sin, but sin has negative repercussions. So one of the things you want to know is when you've been sinned against, forgiveness. Like, what's the process of atonement for sins? How does one get past their sin?
Well, the first thing, one, is you have to admit that you have sinned. You know, the Bible says any man that hides his sin will never prosper. So you have to come to the realization that you have committed an offense, and after you have realized that, you have to know, go through necessary steps to ask for forgiveness. One, if you have committed an offense against someone, the Bible says when you come to church, you know, leave your gift at the altar, find your neighbor, reconcile with them. That is very important because emotionally that can weigh on the person. Let's say, for example, you're in church, you know that something happened between you and somebody. It's hard for you to really freely worship, especially if the person is sitting right beside you. So it's always good to clear that thing so that you're able to flow. Because as you say, it comes with a weight. It affects your conscience, it affects your mind. Sometimes it causes you to even overthink. And if you don't deal with it, it can build over time and it can damage you.
Right. But there are people, though, who commit the sin, ask for forgiveness, and commit the sin again.
Well, that's what you call presumptuous sinning.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I mean,
so hold on. What is presumptuous sinning?
You do it knowingly, willingly, of your own accord.
Because you know you can ask for forgiveness and all will be fine.
Yeah, and that is taking advantage of the grace of God.
Yes.
But
so what's the penalty for that?
It's the weight of sin. Or the weight is death.
Yeah,
no, but you've asked for forgiveness.
But he said it. If it's presumptuous, meaning you know you're going to sin again and you're only asking for forgiveness for the good of it, then you're not really asking for forgiveness. And that's that personal responsibility that if you're asking for forgiveness, you really should be changing, moving past doing the sin again.
Because an apology, the real apology is changed behavior, right?
It is. But let me ask the question then. The Bible says that we're all born in sin and shaped in iniquity, right? In my mind then, this concept that you're able to be a perfect being, meaning you can be without sin. Though I believe it's possible, I think the only way you're possible to avoid sin is to actually take yourself away from the world. So you have persons who live a life that is beyond reproach because they just don't interact. They stay within themselves. So that's their sin is waking up each day and just making sure that they survive. It's a sin. But once you find yourself interacting with people on a daily basis, you're going to find yourself in circumstances where you feel that, I have to tell a little lie to get to the next side, right? Is it really, in my mind, is it really that the wage of that sin or that act, though the intent is not to sin, is it really still the same as an outright, I'm lying because I want to?
It is in, a white lie is still a lie.
Well, I was just going to ask that because, my son will say, he wants something from a store, and I'll tell him, the store is closed, so that I don't have to go. So is that a sin? Am I going to die?
Do I need to open up a confession? To open up a confession for Jana to a little.
But don't we all do that?
No, the reality of it is this: someone that willingly sins or tries to do something just to get off is that they are forgetting or they don't value their integrity or their character. So when someone says, I'm not going to do this, for example, the story of Joseph, if you don't know, Potiphar's wife, she saw him, a young man, looked good, And then she was saying to him, just give me peace and we'll be good, right? But then he said, how can I commit this sin against God? So he maintained his integrity even at the point of him being wrongly accused. So there are many people who have not sinned but you're still wrongly accused.
Right.
So when you say to your son, the story is closed, you know that it is not closed. On a spiritual side of things, it can also be sowing a seed in him to also replicate something like that.
I mean, I kind of agree though. So let me say it this way. We had
I say God forgive me.
There many moons ago we had a discussion at this very same round table and we spoke about the idea of if you found $100 on the ground or you found a $500 on the ground.
Oh, we spoke about this.
We went at length about that. And I said part of the issue is that you may see $100 as nothing, or someone may see $100 as nothing and go, oh, this is mine now. But that $100 for someone was
everything.
It was everything. That was to be able to buy a little piece of something to keep me over until tomorrow morning where I can go back and hustle again. And that's what my father always used to tell me about that little white lie. It's the thing that you really believe has no effect, no harm, but you really don't know until you actually see the repercussion down the line. And sometimes you may never see it. And sometimes when it does happen to you, you didn't even know that what started that was I took up $100 and this man turned around to be the person who's going to say, boy, I can't even keep the money I have, so I have to go steal to get it back. And I think that's one of those things where as
so
human
like a
beings,
domino effect.
A domino
okay,
effect.
So I think that sinning, I do think that. I think that when you sin, it's like you have to make more sins to cover it up or to keep maintain whatever it is, and that's sort of a thing.
Like for example, just use your son as how old is your son?
He's 2.
Okay, all right, he's 2. Let's say for example, let's say he was 10, right? And you said that to him. He now has a friend. His friend went to that same store. And his friend called him and said, no, I went to the store. And then he said, but mom said the store was closed.
Right.
And then he comes to you and said, but mom, they went to the store wasn't closed. What do you now say to him? You have 2 choices to either say to him, okay, I lied because I didn't really want to go.
Right.
Or you say, oh, I didn't know that it was really open. So you just...
It used to be closed at that time. But
then domino effect, Jenna, domino effect.
Yes.
And you know, I'll go as far as to say it this way. One of the things that, and I want to talk about it more when we come back from the break, is that it's not just about an individual responsibility. There's also a national responsibility for sin and truth, if you want to put it that way. But let's talk about it more when we get back from the break.
Welcome to the ZZ Lottery Draw for 8:25 a.m. Monday, March 25th, 2024. The one-drop winning number is 27. The hat-trick winning numbers are 8, 6, 7. The four-play winning numbers are 3, 5, 2, 0. The fireball is white. Thank you for playing with Izizi.
Be the head and the boss and the leader. Be my guide, my shepherd and my keeper. Beginning and the end, you are the alpha omega.
Thanks for staying with us, guys. Time does fly when good things are happening, but you know what time it is? It's final thoughts. Before we go into final thoughts, so there is one thing I just wanted to kind of wrap up and say. So I am a student of history, love history. Yeah. And I know that one thing that happened in South Africa during the time of apartheid and post-apartheid was this thing called a Truth and Reconciliation Commission. And the thing I always loved, and when the topic of sin came up, I loved the concept was nations, the world faces issues of sin or issues of wrongs against each other. And I think one of the things that we don't try to do as human beings is to find ways to truly correct it. We're willing to just say, all right, we'll live with it. We're both accepting that something was wrong during that time, but we're going to move on to something else. But I think in this whole thing of personal responsibility, as you spoke about, the steps to forgiveness, one has to recognize that there must be some point of truth, meaning you must own up, accept this is my sin, this is the wrong, the exact thing I did wrong. But you must also set a path for how you're going to reconcile, to atone. So for some, it's to go to their priest, sit down and do a confession and say, I'm going to be a better person tomorrow. Whereas for others, it may be, I have to go to the person who I wronged and say, hey, I know you may not even know that this happened, but this is a wrong that was committed. And we should never see it simply as a individual thing only. As I said, it's a national issue, it's a regional issue, it's a global issue. And as a world, if we're more truthful and willing to reconcile the sins that we have against each other, I think we'd be a better world. But into our final thoughts, we talked about how much sin is too much sin. Rev, give you the first one.
Well, any sin is too much sin. You know, any sin is too much sin, and it's very dangerous when we don't have that reality, because things can become a door, and when certain doors are created, you don't know what is behind that door. And for some person, they committed one sin, and now it has become an addiction in their life. So any sin at all is too much sin.
Yes.
Jana?
So I actually do believe, agree with you about any sin is too much sin, because I think that it's a slippery slope. So I think that once you've done a sin, you end up going deeper and deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole. So it's best to avoid sin, but at the same time, we're humans that were born in sin, and sin is very familiar to us. So I think that what we do is we do try to rate it based on what we think is worse or not. But that has to do with a value system, which would be a longer topic, because, you know, some people don't value human lives either. So murder is really not worse than a lie. But what I have to say is just we can just try to avoid sin as best as possible. You know, just for our own betterment. My conscience drives me nuts when I've done something.
I wish everybody were like you. I do.
So
so for my final thoughts, I'll put it this way. Life is deliberate. You've been given a deliberate life to live. You've been given an opportunity to be a better person each day. 2024 has already gone a quarter way through. So let the rest of the year be a deliberate action that you try to be better each day. We're not perfect, as Jana said, but we can try to be perfect. We can strive for perfection. So I thank you. That's a wrap for the Roundtable today. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, guys. And as you go forward into the world, be good,